Yep.
Oh, I do hear cats complaining. I just don't hear them throwing up, which is great. But yeah, OBS is just on one. It's just, OBS itself is super unstable today.
Yeah, things happen.
Okay.
Buffering. I hate it here. I hate it so much. Buffering. Oh, so normal stream then.
I worried I missed the end of it. Oh dear.
Technically, you're missing the beginning of it.
Oh my gosh, I hear people in the background.
Oh, yeah, that's the oldest playing 2K, most likely.
Let's see. Oh, they're trying to resub and make me feel better, I think.
Huso Rosemary just rocked for 3 months. TWSTD joy.
Yeah, it's just a buffering mess. This is so irritating. It's so irritating. Because the other part of it is, I know it can't be you, if only because I've been working with SJ on this entire time, and we had little to no issues. So yeah, I think as of today, I'm just gonna have to switch over to something different, because I'm over it.
Yeah, no biggie.
So, yep, I think I'm over it. Unfortunate. That means we'll just start next week.
Whatever.
I'll go ahead and put that in chat too.
Yeah, I'll pop off the call so that you can try and get this under control a little sooner.
All right, cool. Thank you so much.
All right. No problem. Bye.
Bye. Oof. Wait. Wait, y'all. Is it stable for you now? That's so ugly. That is so ugly. Are you fucking kidding? Anorian, are you in chat? Why? Why would it? Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, it's like immaculate. It is actually immaculate. I'm gonna try one more thing, y'all, because I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn. I'm so stubborn. Also, please don't. I don't really want the troubleshooting suggestions and stuff because I'm past OBS regardless. It's stable now. I bet you I have an idea. I think we're stable. Zero buffering right now. That's what I figured. I'm about to see something really fast. Because I'm going to laugh if this is like the back door. So, according to everyone, this is what I want to check. Because I guess this is a troubleshooting stream now. Hi.
Welcome to the Trouble with Twisted.
Yeah, that's
that
what I
title
was saying.
really didn't make as much sense when I said it out loud, but it's fine because I'm in narration voice.
Yeah, that's fine. And this is why I also said I don't really want suggestions of troubleshooting because I've seen a myriad of these things all kind of mishmash together. So kind of filling the chat with maybe it's this, maybe it's that, maybe it's X, Y, Z. I'm really okay with just like trying stuff. Because the other thing that's wild is that I think it's literally just oh, Vivi. Oh my. So, I might be able to backdoor this, because I think I actually get what it wants to do. We're gonna find out. Can you see my screen?
I got you. I'm just popping it up now. Okay, you're paused. You want to unpause so I can see how quickly stuff reacts? Okay, I just saw it unpause, so it can't be that off. And paused again. And there was a moment of pause before. I'm thinking we're pretty clear. I'm thinking this is going to be good as long as it keeps working.
Let's do the rest of this stream without video, just to be safe.
That sound good to me.
And then we gonna have a cuss and discuss with OBS, because I think I know exactly what was wrong. And I think it's for lack of better phrasing, it's a permissions issue, so to speak.
Oh no.
So to speak. I'll explain it in a bit, but let's continue because I want to show people this game.
Absolutely. God, the walk cycle.
And it's failing badly. You know, Loner. Hang on, Loner. Have you played this? Please tell me you've played this.
Oh my God, if you happen to make that particular joke without knowing this game, that will be one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. Also, Vivi, I'm absolutely willing to narrate someone's life because I don't have shit else to do.
Listen.
Okay, good, thank God. I thought that was just a shot in the dark and I was like, damn.
Okay, so Loner Dreamer, okay, good. Okay, so some real quick things while we were talking over all of this. It's working well right now? Yeah, I know what's wrong with it. Fucking piece of shit programs. It's OBS and Discord can beat my ass. Anyway, is this the push to go to guild? Anyway, so what just happened is Aya walks up and starts doing a thing where she's like, I'm the cops. And this actress, whose name will be revealed later, is just like, our cells are trying to communicate. If you are, I'm just gonna say this as plainly as I can. If you're a biology major, I am so fucking sorry, because this game is gonna make you scream. And not in a good way. Not in a good way at all.
Okay, so there are certain things, to be fair, that they started with a kernel of the truth.
Yeah,
and then they said, and therefore, we don't have to keep talking the truth. That's the thing about it.
You're a museum professional. Oh, there will be a second in the game, Estella, that you're gonna be like, what the actual is this? And I'm just gonna be like, welcome to Parasite Eve.
Exactly.
And everyone is gonna talk about how they're getting hot very, very frequently.
I will also point out a reminder of how this game very much so proves ACAB is a thing.
Oh my god.
This woman, Aya, was just sitting in a room and saw this person in front of her begin singing, and everyone caught fire. And her first thought was, I'ma shoot it.
Like instantaneously. Like for
My
one,
good bitch.
like, so on one hand, I don't blame her for immediately being like, I gotta shoot whatever the fuck's going on here. Also, Kindle Frost, welcome on in. I'm so sorry for the super rough introduction, but technology is how do we put this? Yeah, technology is a here, so, you know.
Yes. I was literally about to say, to quote our all of ours good friend SJH Does Games, and I was going to say word for word the same thing.
Yeah, it's a lot. And so, yeah, the cop is confused on why the actress is saying we're communicating and what do you want. Let us all take a moment to observe how the question of why are you floating never came up.
Never.
Not once. This chick is floating, and you're more concerned about the fact that she's talking to you. No comments on the laser beams. No comments on the floating. Just, what are you talking about? What do you mean we're communicating? And it's like, I just need you to figure out your priorities. Please? I'm begging
I
you.
will say, in this game's defense, it does give you a lot of things you can use to figure out the time and place in which it happened. For instance, you get to see such landmarks as the Chrysler Building and in cutscenes the Statue of Liberty, which lets you know that it's in New York. And a cop actually runs into the scene to help people, so you know it doesn't happen in Texas.
Yes, correct. These are all accurate assessments. I did need to add to the content warnings like occasional flashing lights because they'll do these flashback sequences. But yeah.
Oh yeah, they do get very bright.
They get very bright. And
like the whiteout flash.
Yeah. I call that the 90s and early 2000s classic. We didn't know what screen transitions were back then, so it's just whatever. Why is she floating? That's a theater, baby. Yeah, you don't see it. She actually has like the invisible wires behind her for the entire thing. We up and we bash the cops. Mocha. It's a regular day in the wine cellar again. And she's off. I love that fucking side swipe, like, whoop. And so then we just leave. Now, this particular section I think is really interesting because after you go through and like grab all your cookies and stuff, it'll give you some dialogue. And then it asks you a question.
Do I want to go in the hole?
Right. Yeah, pretty much. Like, jump down and forget it. Just forget it. And the thing is, if you forget it, you can go back and talk to the cops that just pulled up, and I think they give you an item or two. I forget what. But
it's like some medicine and some ammo, but it's nothing you need.
Yeah, it's nothing important. So the biggest reason why I differentiate this from Resident Evil is because in Resident Evil, when they say you have finite resources, it's like absolutely finite. Like the two big factors I think that really separate it is that your ammo out the box is extremely limited, and in Resident Evil, if you don't have ink ribbons, you cannot save. Like it doesn't matter that you're at a typewriter. If you don't have an ink ribbon, you can't save. In this, the ammo is limited light. Like you have to really be fucking up because it automatically targets for you. And then on top of that, as long as there's a phone, you can save.
Yep.
Oh, Loner, this is PS1 era. Are you kidding me? They run in slow mo. Look at this girl. Do you see this? Her legs say jog, but her body says crawl. Also, can we reflect on the fact that she jumped down in these fucking platform heels?
Yup. And in that dress.
Listen, Estella, the way I can just hear my ankles breaking. So, okay. This is another thing that's going to come up. This is one of several cutscenes that occurs where there's going to be some really weird-ass body horror, and there's going to be some very interesting TM biology screenings, so to speak. But I'm letting you know...
That's one way to describe it.
Yeah, but I'm just letting you know, it starts out as a rat, and then it transforms, and I just want you to be ready for that. So...
Okay, and this is what I was saying earlier. I will say legit. The next cutscene that's going to play, I say it holds up because it's legit, like, kind of scary to this day.
Yeah, it's kind of gross. Alright, I'm gonna take some tea.
Here it is.
Yep. Because, you know, this is what everyone's cells look like.
Yes.
And did you know that by your cells mutating, it makes your fucking bones grow?
Oh, there's so much to this.
It makes your bones grow. That's why they wanted you to drink milk, kiddos.
Not the rat had Chick-fil-A.
Cosmic, you did not announce. Oh my god, I hate it so much. You did not make that into. Hold on, why do my mods know how to use my channel better than I do? Time out. Wait a minute.
Here's the thing about, but when I tell you that the book and the movie were genuinely popular back in the day, this is a true story. There was actually like a survey that was taken where they were asking a bunch of random Japanese passersby different questions it was shortly after the movie had come out, and like it was different things to see what the pop culture believed. And one of the questions they asked was, what color is mitochondria?
What?
And the vast majority of people answered, because it was just like a what's it called, like a Family Feud situation where it's like ask the question and the person responds, not a list of choices. And the vast majority of people responded green, because in the movie all the mitochondria and such are shown as green when there's any effects. It literally just became like a part of cultural zeitgeist.
God, that's so wild. That's so weird. And then what was it?
So, by the way, the he ain't got no skin that was in that room.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Because if you,
I forgot about the clown. No,
it was this one. It was this one. I'm sorry. It was this one.
Oh, okay.
I'll explain in a bit. Yeah, can I say I love this? She walks in gun first and it's like, don't scare me. And she's like, don't scare me. And I'm like,
to be fair, you ran in with a gun. Like, what do you mean? But also, can we take a moment to look at this dude and be like, you know, only staff are allowed in here. I was getting ready. And it's like, did you not hear any of what happened upstairs? Like, none of it?
There was
not
a lot of screaming.
Astro.
And several bullets.
Right. Like, Astro, what do you mean? It's Heidaru. I love how many people are pulling up for Parasite Eve. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Can I use my mitochondria to be awake more than 12 hours? Listen, I'm trying to use my mitochondria. If that's what cells can do, can a bitch grow some better knees? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Renegade, thank you for 6 months, and Hidaru, thank you for 13 months. I appreciate you, and I also appreciate all of you immensely for like the first hour of I'm sorry, but what the actual fuck is going on for stream? I'm pretty sure
Thank you for putting up with a whole bunch of BS just to have me on here.
And then put up with more BS.
Yes.
But then again, you're in the channel, so you're putting up with BS. But also, I'm pretty sure this clown sets fire. I'm thinking.
Yes, eventually. Not in this exact moment, but.
Right.
He's like, I'm not dying. See ya.
Listen. Oh yeah, and then there's a small scream.
And then you hear the scream. And it's like, I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna check these lockers. He'll be fine.
He's classically trained as a clown, you see. I'm sure it's fine. He's all the tools available to his survival. No, but go back into that other room you were in real quick.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, I'm not gonna like backseat you or anything, but it was one specific thing. Get on the other side of that body to the left, like behind it, and try interacting with it.
Oh, god damn it. There you go. You talking about the one that's closest to the camera?
PS1. Yeah, the one closest to the camera on the left.
Okay.
You gotta get like behind it and try interacting with it, and you'll see why I got so.
Oh no. The precision. Fuck it. Fuck it.
If it doesn't work, it's fine. I'll just explain. The digging gun, if you interact with it correctly, she leans down and the body like creaks a bit, and she kneels down and she's like, he's alive. Don't worry, I'm gonna get help. And I'm like, I just started yelling, I'm like, he ain't got no skin.
It's the part.
What do you think you're going to do here, ma'am?
It's the part specifically where if you do... Hold on. Electo, it gets worse than that. Because this has a little bit of funkiness because I'm not using a true PS1 controller, as you do. But, like, you can actually interact with all those bodies. And besides that one, she leans down, looks at it, and it says, they're burnt. And it's like...
Right. But she acknowledges they're
fucking
dead.
You wouldn't... You're kidding. They're burnt to a crisp. I would have never ever pieced that together. Aya, you're doing the cop impersonation a bit too accurately for my liking. Can we not do this? Can we not? And then it's that one. Yeah, you're right. It's that one particular body that is just like,
hold on, he's still alive. I'm gonna get help, ma'am. Who do you know that provides help for? He ain't got no skin.
It's awful.
You don't just regrow that.
Alright, so yeah, now we gotta go help the clown. ... Oh wait, we have a random battle though.
But first, more
with
rats.
like the sexiest fucking battle music in the world.
It's so good. Like, they did not have to go this hard for the battle theme on this game.
They didn't. Uh-oh. I just love that this is a turn-based shooter. It brings me joy. Wait a minute. Wow,
you gotta reload.
No, I'm out.
Wait, what the hell?
Yeah, I'm actually out.
Uh-oh.
Well,
now's the time to switch your equipment.
Well, I'm trying to remember how to switch my shit.
If you go out, whenever it comes back to your turn, go into the menu, like press start.
There we go.
There you go.
Let's see. Change weapon. Oh, it's your weapon.
Yeah, look who's come crawling back.
I'm hit you. Shut up. It does more damage. What the hell?
Yeah, not for long.
I know, but still. Oh, hey, more bullets.
Here you go.
I was wondering, I was like, I can't go to my menu and I'm scared. And here's our clown friend. This is our friend. And here you go. Here's the lean down.
It's that clown from the dressing room.
Quite literally.
Can you tell? That's what I need to know. Like, it's either A, I heard him scream when he left the room, in which case, why didn't you react then?
Does he have
context clues.
Does she have a burnt rubber nose? I can't remember.
Or yeah, or B, like, is it like burnt clown attire?
Right, because like when all these people die, when they spontaneously combust, none of them really like keep their clothes. Also, I need to find the smell of face paint. Oh, what does that smell like? Alright, I'm trying to see if I can... There we go.
Yeah, I noticed this too when I went and replayed it. Sometimes it gets real funky about, like, trying to walk while you're interacting with the lockers. The exact same thing happened to me when I just replayed it, where, like, because I wasn't using a straight PS1 controller, it was super finicky about, like, actually letting me open stuff.
Yeah, I'm going through it right now. Come on, you can do it. I believe in you, girl.
The plus side is there's not, there's only like 15 more loggers in the game.
There we go.
It's fine.
There's someone's room who I need to read stuff for, too. The clown shoes are smoking. He just has, like, these big flipper shoes that are just all burnt to the side.
Are you using a gay PS1 controller?
Wait, what?
Oh,
Reese, what does that mean? I'm trying to get to... I want to do this.
Oh, no.
animation.
That's what it is. Try opening that last locker door. Now. There. That's what it was. And then... You're still alive. Hold on. Let me call the paramedics. Hey,
I don't know how to explain this to you, but... Yeah, he ain't got no skin.
People don't really live through de-skinifying. Like, that's not a situation where you throw some tussin on it and it'll buff right out.
And I like how it's wake up, and it's like, I don't... Have you looked at their current condition?
She is not sleeping.
No.
But
Like-
it's that simple. She surely is not.
So, I don't think there's anything on here that we can interact with. Because it usually is pretty good about highlighting that. Get all the Vicks on that person, just slathering their body and fucking Vicks vapor rub. No, they're slugging. They're slugging. That's the correct
Little
term.
Vicks on the chest, and then some 7-Up, and you hit it when you're rubbing it on. You hit them with a little bit of the sana colita de rana. It's fine, but come right out. Be good by tomorrow.
Alright, so let's see.
Oh, that's what it's this. That's right.
There we go. I was gonna say, there's someone who has a key. You do have
I
to get
literally
somebody-
replayed this within like the last 8 months, and I've still forgot. So I'm
no,
not
there's
exactly a
tons of
lot of
things.
help.
For all the times I talk about, why?
No, the
did-
key is for one of those locked rooms over.
Oh, God.
Yeah, over yonder, and
we
then you
go.
find another key. Cause you know.
Not the alternative therapies, not this. Rub it on their necks. Just taking the whole bottle of aloe vera. Just
Hydrogen peroxide all over. Why do you like pain?
Alright, let me go ahead and get through this. It's a diary. I'm gonna read this because this is actually really good plot stuff to explain how the fuck we got here. And it's gonna
Yes.
explain some things that happens later. So, November 3rd, Monday. The Christmas show is set. This has been my dream. The main actress has a solo concert at the theater in Central Park. I took all that medication to get here. I have to get the lead part. I'll even sell my soul to the devil if I have to. November 17th, so this is 2 weeks later. The cast was announced and Suzanne and I are double cast. I want to play the part alone, but everyone knows she's good. November 21st. I think I'm overdoing it. My body is getting hotter than ever for some reason. I better take more medicine. Also, Noreen, did I lose you?
No. I had to. My kid came in, and so I just muted real quick to tell him something.
Okay, cool. December 6th, Saturday. I collapsed today. I lost consciousness after my body got hot. I don't care if I die, I just want to get through this show.
Hashtag capitalism.
Right? December 10th. I passed out again. They told me to go to the doctor and get some rest. If this continues, Suzanne will definitely take my part. I need to get better. I'd better take a lot of medication tonight. December 11th. Suzanne was burned in an apartment fire. Is it bad I wanted the part so bad? Gods forgive me. December 17th. It looks like I'll be the lead. I better take more medication and work it. December 23rd. Opening night, everything went smoothly. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. We should have the biggest crowd of the season. Now, before I go further in this passage, this is actually happening on Christmas Eve. So this particular entry is the day before all of this goes down.
Right.
And I have the solo concert the next day at the park. But I'm not feeling well. I'd better shape up if I want to get through this. I better take more medication. Mocha, that gets answered throughout, but if I remember correctly, I think it's because Melissa had some type of liver transplant, and it was kind of in the process of adjusting/failing. But this is where you get your trope of shitty doctors are shitty, and we're gonna leave it at that.
Yes.
What? Why is she taking so much? She must have a drug problem. just like a cop.
I was about to say, and shitty cops are just as shitty as the thing.
Just like a cop. I think we can do... Yes.
Also, Niard, that's a great guess, but it's not actually an experimental mutagen situation.
Everyone's
Because that
crispy
would
from
honestly
burnout.
make more sense than what it actually is.
You did not say everyone is crispy from burnout. I'm actually sick. Oh my giggles.
So before you go in there, I just need to share a thing that just happened to me. You know how I've mentioned I do Uber on the side, right?
Yes.
And randomly, while I was sitting here, exactly 18 minutes ago, I looked down, I see I have a notification, you just received a tip. Which, obviously, I did not drive today, which in and of itself is not the weird thing. This Uber was done on the 1st.
What do you mean by that? Today's the 29th.
I mean, I'm looking at it because I was like, I have not driven because I've been in LA for the last, before yesterday, 9 days. I was not able to drive the weekend before I left like I planned because I got a 24-hour bug. I did not drive the weekend before that because of scheduling conflicts. I drove the weekend before that. So I saw you got a tip and I'm like, that's weird. Maybe it's just the app acting up because I know no one waited 4 full weeks to send me a $3 tip. Which I'm not complaining either about its existence or the amount. I am just very confused about what human woke up and went, oh God, I never tipped my Uber driver a month ago.
It's the way that, like, I was gonna be somewhat sympathetic because I've been the person that took a week to tip, but it was because, like, I got the lift, I got driven around, and then my internet just was like, no, you don't get to see what's going on with your ride and whatnot. And then, like, when you open Lyft, it's like, would you like to tip your driver? And I'm like, oh my God. But that was also, like, a week.
See, I've seen that before, and also there are people who I know who do it regularly, and so what they do is like they just drive through the week, and then at the end of the week they go through and they just hit like tip 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 or whatever it is. I've seen that as well.
Yeah.
This is a new one.
Yeah. All right, so this is, I'm going to be quiet on this one because this is also a really important scene. Like, the development of the actual antagonist of the game is probably some of my favorite development of antagonists in the game because they do a really, really cool job of it. And it kind of lends to more of the content warnings we see, though. This one's just body horror, but it's the best body horror of the game. That's a phrase. And, yeah, so I don't know what else to really say to that.
No, you're not wrong. I can't argue with you, is the thing. Also, Vince opens up the tip, drink your Ovaltine.
Sabira, the way that they leaned, I mean, they leaned into marketing Aya as sexy. And
yeah.
It was outrageous. But in a good way. In a good way. Like, even
I'm trying to remember, did
with
this come out before Spirits Within?
I think so, yeah.
I think so, and in that case, all I gotta say is Aya walked so that Aki Ross could run.
Basically. Alright, so, here you go. Here's the stuff. I'm Melissa. And you can see that she's going through it. Also, something else that's really important before we get into this cutscene. Fun facts for those of you who don't know, there is, like we talked about earlier, bits and pieces of this that are, from a history and biology perspective, correct. One of the things that Parasite Eve is based on is around the evolution of the original being, or the mythos around the original being, Eve, which is an individual that was pinpoint that lived in Africa and is said to be the starting point of all humankind. And so that's where you get kind of the root of Parasite Eve, because now they're trying to do something very, very similar with kind of like building out a kind of biological warfare thing with a brand new mechanism or brand new organism. And CB, thank you so much for the 22 months. You just took it back. Listen, so many people slept on this game. And can I get some hype in chat for the 22-month resub as well?
What up, Critical Bard?
Oh yeah, we got this asshole on mic too.
Wow!
Yeah. I mean, you got a guest command. I'm gonna say it's fine. This is fine.
I do have a guest command, but
if you don't know who it is.
So it starts with sound science. No, it does. Listen, Cosmic. Okay. The reason we keep dancing around the mitochondria thing, without getting too much into it, mitochondria play into the story, and like this idea that mitochondria were originally their own effing thing, and then they kind of formed up with other eukaryotes and like created the cell as we know it. That's actually a legit theory. Like symbiosis theory, symbiogenesis, theory. It's a whole thing. And then someone said, now what if I just went entirely off the rails with this?
But yes, I saw that sneaky comment, CB, and I'm laughing with you. And Scribbly, yes, one of the first few early games where you had a female protag, a female antagonist, and it wasn't all around some fucky weird like love triangle. It quite literally was just, I want to save the day and this one does not. Let's do it type of thing. Let's see. So she is Eve, or is she Melissa? She is getting hot. Again, this is the running theme because of the announcement that Cosmic put out. I can't not see that. I can't believe you made that an announcement. Just being like, this is an announcement.
Yep.
This is the powerhouse of the cell.
The mitochondria is the powerhouse. Also, I saw that dress getting hot, girl. You need to have some real love for yourself. You're already there. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
And then Eve just comes in and just immediately asserts direct control. Use of cold pets.
It was like, I'm Melissa, and all of a sudden Eve was like, I can't let you do that, Dave.
Like, how do you make an antagonist that's also cute? I don't understand.
That's the thing. I'm just gonna say it. For the monster effers in the room, it is totally okay to be honest and say, there's.
Electo. Yes! Correct! It's true! There's a meme about her being made fun of for her big ass hands, and it's great.
Well, she's got yaoi hands, you see.
Oh no, far shots are far.
Yes.
Okay, that was fair. I tried to be cheeky.
Yar, not monster. I'm not. No.
You kind of walked face first into that. Oh, this is another thing that's really nice about this game is that when you use items and stuff, it does actually freeze time for you. You know that was fair. Okay. I deserve to be smacked.
I'm still about my one true love, Lady Dimitrescu. You see how much taller Eve is, though, right?
Yes.
So this is, I'm gonna go ahead and say, a moment where Eve walked, so or in this case, Eve floated, so Lady Dimitrescu could
do whatever the fuck
around a castle, I guess. I don't really want to describe it as walking, because Capcom knew what they were doing.
Yeah, and trying to be cheeky and act like they didn't. It's like, no, you can stop it.
She sways. We all see that she sways. You see it, I see it. We can be honest. Ash Paris saw it and did a fundamental breakdown of how tall she was, and was actually remarkably close.
J-Rock, that is not the opening line you came in with. It isn't. It is not. I refuse. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus.
You know what? You know what, J-Rock? I'm going to give mad respect for not one, but two bits of alliteration in the coming Twitter thread of every form of alliteration we could think of.
Not she boobly breast.
She boobly breasted down the hall.
God. Jeez Louise. And you're going to see this flashback a lot.
Yes.
And it's a very important flashback. With that spike she's hitting it beastie style. What? I don't know. I'm not going to walk into that trap. That was bait. That was bait. You almost got me.
I don't know if that's the sequel, but I am absolutely willing to bet money that Brazzers is trying to option that.
You did not mention Brazzers on my stream.
Welp, We're here now.
Do we have to be here?
Not really.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure. I was like, I don't... Wait a minute.
I'm not telling anyone to go sign up.
Oh my god.
Please don't sign up.
Don't, no.
In fact, I'll actually say that. Be more ethical.
It
There's
took me
other
like
options.
a slight delay. You act as if there isn't an entire cottage industry of cam performers cosplaying. Yeah. I love how it's like, where'd she go? And it's like, well, this is kind of like
Where'd
a
she
one-side room, and there's only one way out, minus this way that was made out. So...
Squishy. I was fine. We were all fine. Everyone was fine.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, so we're in the sewers now.
Oh, that was my ultimate point, Vince. Support the workers themselves.
I'm kind of concerned because I'm so rusty on this that I don't remember like a lot of my misses and stuff. Like, are we gonna mess around and game over like super early?
Nah.
I'm gonna shoot you because you didn't take your turn yet. Problems that aren't Vanessa's. Are you stuck? These crits though. Spin in a circle. That's how you get higher speed, is you spin in a circle. If y'all didn't know that, that's how you go faster in all the tank level ones. That's not
Fun
true
fact.
at all. Please don't follow that
Here's
advice.
the worst part about this.
Oh no.
This isn't even the worst tank controls in Parasite Eve.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Is this where I'm gonna jump ahead for a second. Do I deal with the alligator here?
Not here yet.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Well, you have a froggy thingy, but
yeah,
like
frog
the
that
alligator you're thinking of is past here.
Okay. There we go. Oh yeah, that's right. Logic,
And let me
because
tell
when
ya,
you shoot it, when you shoot things, they stay in the air. Did you know that?
Let me tell you, when that frog in a club run, fuck that thing.
Ooh. Oh, that hurts. Fuck you. Actually, fuck you. That hurt a lot.
Like, you got unluckily caught because you couldn't maneuver too much, but you know it happens. But there's basically no way to avoid getting smacked in the face by that thing with a club.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm gonna take
it's
some
annoying.
meds. How many channel points to ban Cosmic? Oh, wait, why are you banning Cosmic?
New York City Rat Simulator.
I can't ban Cosmic over that. I'm so sorry. But that's a legal play on the field. I don't know
Have
why
you gotten
want me to flag
heal
that.
yet?
Have I gotten what?
Heal?
No, not yet. I only have
Okay.
scan. Otherwise, I'd be wearing that the fuck out.
Yeah.
Let's see what we got here. Yes, this is better. And it uses handgun bullets too. So we're gonna do that. I forget how one empties their gun.
Okay, so equip the other gun.
Oh god.
Exactly. Go back to your inventory. Go to the ammo crate. Like, select.
Oh,
no.
God.
There you go. And then reload, and then you can like. There you go. Click the one you're not using anymore, and then you can put your bullets back in the crate.
Oh my god, I forgot about how absolutely
Yup.
terrible that is.
Thank God for quality of life improvements, y'all.
Dear lord, that's atrocious. On the law round,
Tell you-
partner. Hold on.
You know who-
Can't. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll just ban him in every channel I'm on in. BRB.
De-escalation.
I mean, it be that way. And I don't think I need to go up those stairs for anything. Is there cookies?
So well, sort of at the end, Like, okay, so each of the stairs runs parallel, and then they like loop around at the end.
Yeah.
The area where it loops around, that's green. You can get into a fight. I think both enemies drop a medicine. There's nothing of like real note up there, other than a fight if you want to fight them.
Well, I need more medicine because I've been chugging mine down like it's fucking hydrogen peroxide.
Do your thing. I was about to say, you've been chugging it down like Eve over here.
I'm just a humble archivist gathering clips and eating tacos. Oh, hold up. What kind of tacos? This is relevant to my interest. Time out. Wait a minute. You can't talk about tacos and then just not tell the class what kind of tacos. That's actually classified as illegal here. Get threaded.
Bam.
Oh, yay.
Oh, that's right. You do get a revive. I'm sorry. You would have been... If you had ever looked in a guide and seen that, you would have been very, very understandably upset at me.
So here's the funny
Do remember
part.
you can reload your gun between fights.
I am not going to that damn ammo crate every single time.
I understand not doing it. I mean more like when we roll up to where the bosses are.
That's very true. I'm gonna go back here and get these boxes at the risk of a fight. 6 grilled chicken tacos and as a treat to myself. Felt that. Treat yourself always. I love that for you.
Listen, you gotta remember, I'm not exactly gonna be the king of remembering to reload because, again, I have played this game now twice, very specifically not doing that. I still feel very weird about seeing you hit enemies from a distance. It feels like you're cheating somehow.
Not real gamer. Canceled.
What next? You do a sorcery build in Elden Ring?
Alright, J-Rock, well go rest. It's because you've been celebrating too hard. Like, what you doing?
I was about to say, J-Rock, big congrats on that, though, on Twitch Ambassador.
Yeah!
Very, very well deserved.
Oh my god, I'm so happy for you. Oh no. This is gonna have a fight. The Kezu light brown, light bow gun. Oh no.
Yep.
Please die.
I'm not exaggerating when I say doing the club run. This fucking room is one of my least favorite in the entire game. Because you don't have any of your cool answers later. It's just like, oh, I get to have fun with these two a-holes.
I took 4 damage because I touched that man.
Yep.
That's so ugly.
You see, the frog is ashy, so...
As hell. I can't even believe this happened. I can't even believe this. I can imagine how torturous it is to run through the sewer water while wearing that in heels. Yo.
Oh, I don't want to think about it.
And also, hang on, make it worse for yourself. Add in the part where she has an open-toe sandal platformers. So those aren't even heels when her feet are covered. Her feet may as well be 2 seconds from bare. Like,
Yeah.
nah, fam. Ain't no way. I'd be going to work and asking for every raise. Every raise. I'm gonna use the phone. Because phones are saving here. Shower for days. The way that we're maximum ass washing would have been had. I'm gonna stick to 2 for now. 2 saves. Because I think this is a boss fight.
It is. It's right past that gate.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because I think this is our alligator friend. Oh, and I can show something really important. Whew. Whew. Hang on, girl, I'm coming. I like how she's like, hold it right there, and it's like, this woman floats. Oh, we do have more body horror coming in 2 iterations, one being more transforming, and then another one being some weird, we'll say breakdown. A weird breakdown of movement, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good way to put it. I love that. And she's in the sewers in New York. Her toes are done for. Blood thread and shears. This is like when you see videos of people like jumping into the Hudson, but on hard mode. And that is already the type of thing that literally has me throw my phone. Like, no, please, God, stop.
Yeah, and Electo, same hat. I love open-toe shoes. I love platformers. You want me to do what in those? Nah, fam. Fuck that. I'm quitting. You're not gonna go help it. I'm not doing anything of that magnitude. Let me make myself abundantly clear. Absolutely the not. Dog, did you see what happened in the theater? I already had to deal with someone on fire fell on me. And now you want me to... No. No. Absolutely not.
No, we good.
No.
Yeah, listen, I promise you, I have been there. Like that water, when you see, if you pay attention to videos, like sometimes the water will splash up on whatever boat they're on, and you just see a puddle of brown. Like, the water is literally brown. Why do you think you can jump in there? I hesitate to call it water. It's water in the same way Subway tuna is tuna. Someone might be legally fighting for that classification, but I still wouldn't trust it.
Nah, that's the same energy as people who was eating fish and shit out of the Wabash River in Indiana. Nah, you braver than me. I will hold on to my pump card. I'll hold on to it.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Nyar, she's not exactly doing this because she was told. This is Aya as a character deciding to do this. It's cause she white.
Ain't no black cops going down there.
I'm gonna say that.
Ain't no. Also, I love like the little details too of the fact that like she runs her fingers against the wall like a little kid. Like it's a baby detail, but still.
J-Rock, you get what I'm saying. They literally got tested once and it was 0% tuna. And I just want to know how bad you have to F up to be at 0%.
Oh God.
Like you didn't even accidentally get some in there?
Yeah, so that's what I meant by a different breakdown of travel. And this is your first boss.
Yup.
And yes, the battle music, someone made this comment, the battle music is very, very oddly calming and chill as hell.
Uh-huh.
But it's also kind of like jams. It's kind of like that.
It's a good club jam.
Yeah, I was saying, it's like, that's exactly what I was gonna say. It's like a good low energy club jam. Like, it's the one where you sit there with your Cosmo, you're like, yeah, okay.
Right, it's in between the high intensity songs. They switch to that. If someone wants to groove on the floor, they can. Give people a quick break and then right back to it.
Alright, I forget which one I need to do first. Not the misses! Ma'am, you're a cop. You're supposed to be... You know what? Let me not even play with that comment. Okay, we're going for the body. Not gonna waste time on this shit. Oh my god. Oh, I'm getting my ass whooped. Well, guess I'll take a potion. Jeez. Good old freeze. Oh wow, that needle thread though. Hello?
That was honestly real good.
Okay, that one wasn't as good. Can we hit?
That first one was one of those where you were like, damn, I'm good.
I do not like this placement. I think we got a death coming, if I'm being really honest. No, we don't. We made it. I'm glad I grabbed those medicines. The open-toe shoes are getting to her. Listen. It's a great mix of chill and danger. I'm telling you, it's a lo-fi club jam. Straight up. Straight up. Like, there is a gay out there somewhere who 100% is vibing to this as we speak. It's probably half of the chat, but that's not the point.
Specifically a gay.
I was like,
Just
why can't I move? Oh, he says I killed the town. I was like, what's wrong? What's wrong?
I was about to say phase 2.
Where the difference is you have a different camera now. How many more medicines do I have? This is my last medicine. We might die. They took it to court and proved it was too... Oh, God. Oh, no. That's the wrong button.
See, here's the thing. I love when... Because I've seen other people say that. Where it's like, they took it to court and they proved it was tuna. And I'm like, if you have to get to the point where you go to a courtroom to prove the product you're selling is what you say it is, to at least some limited degree, you've already lost.
Yeah, like, I don't know that that's something to be proud of. We justified
Like, we
it was
have
tuna.
legally been able to prove it was tuna. Pal, I cannot tell you how much I am never going to trust the subject that you are talking about here.
Right. Why? You are close and you are still fucking up. And you reload in his face? Ballsy strats? Oh no. Wow, that was close.
Oh no! So first of all, someone made the comment, Parasite Eve equals bisexual Eve. But Risu, didn't someone say bisexual Aya a while back? It makes sense if she got at least a couple of misses.
Now why are you coming for Aya's neck like this? What did she do besides be a cop? What did she do? Huh? I like how Aya just stands there for a second and just makes the ellipsis and is like, you know, if you wanted to take your shoes off, get on that dry area, go upstairs and be like, I'm turning in my badge, I would not blame you for even a third of a second. Wouldn't blame you for a third of a second. I'm just keeping it buck with you. You would quit on this? You have no idea what kind of night I've had. In earnest.
But the good news is you're about to see one of the absolute dopest NPCs in any game ever. Mm-hmm. Like the most ride or die an NPC can get without joining your party.
Right. You said she was getting the misses? Oh, that's true. That's very true. Alright. The combustion theory. I forgot about that.
Yep.
It's the way that this is like the most realistic moment in time where you say...
Please.
Right, like I just don't want to be bothered by this.
This incident happened to take place on Christmas Eve of all night. Like, still badgering her, still messing with her. She has clearly been through enough. And so, here we go.
Get your ass away from me.
Handled.
Right. Don't, please. And I love how the other follow-up question is, did you get this on tape?
Yep.
And it's like, I need you to really reflect on what you're doing just now. I have sewer on my feet, leave me alone. Exactly. It feels like it feels like you just got done wrestling an alligator and now you have to do a backstage interview. No, that's exactly what it was.
Also, just to be clear, there are more than one cutscene where people are in cars. In every single one, they take place in the Spaceballs ludicrous speed scenario. It's in every one. They are fucking zooming in all of them.
But yeah, Daniel's a homie. He's
just there.
Yeah.
There's
like,
no love. There's no like love subplot. You know, secretly no. Daniel's legit just like, no, I got your back. End of discussion.
Right. Like it's just, oh, who's that? Someone's harassing you? Bet I'll be there in about 3. Where you at? Nah, I could be there in 2. Hang on. Lord. Oh yeah, that's another important detail. Aya's a rookie cop.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot about that. Yeah, so there's actually a lot of really, really good overlapping story in this too, because there's story 1, which is the main story, which is Aya versus Eve for the overwhelming majority of it. There's story 2, which is Daniel and his son, and you help with that. And there's a couple of other side arcs along the way too. Like Squaresoft really put their foot into this. And again, it's a shame. This is the only game. Oh my lord.
You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I'm going to acknowledge there is a Parasite Eve 2. I'm going to acknowledge it because I played it. Not this past Spoopy Games month, but the year prior. So October 2020. Y'all, I need you to understand, Parasite Eve 1 it's not perfect. It's got some rough edges, but it is fun and unique, and it was clearly a project into which they put a lot of passion. And Parasite Eve 2, they literally said, hey, Resident Evil 2 was successful. What if we just make that, but shittier and with so much busy work? And when I tell you shittier and so much busy work, it's not just that you take away the turn-based combat and it's literally like walking around Resident Evil tank controls where you have to like aim yourself around and look at something and fire and all that. It's also the fact that like you can bring up a map of anywhere you are, and any area that has enemies, the room will be red. And like it literally goes to like you walk into the room and like it cuts to that angle view, exactly like Resident Evil 2 and everything else. There's not random encounters, however. Like a room is either red or it's not. And so you know when enemies are going to be, which in and of it on its face sounds cool. Here's the problem. Rooms will randomly become red at certain story points. Do you want the best ending? You literally need to go through and take care of every single red room every time they turn red before hitting any further story checkpoints. Forever.
Oh, that has, you know what that has the energy of later on down the road? Final Fantasy X-2, where
Yup.
if you, I don't know if I've done this rant on the channel, but if you play Final Fantasy X-2 and you want 100%, one of the easiest ways to completely fuck your 100% file is forgetting to go to sleep in every chapter at least one time. Mm-hmm. And you have to go to sleep at your home base specifically. If you miss it, that literally will dock 2% off your game, and a 100% completion is impossible.
And when I tell you every room, it's not just like the area you are. There is literally a section where you're in like some underground sewer situation. Not like this. It's more like connecting to a base somewhere. But if you follow one side route and you take a bunch of random detours, you can essentially get back to like this sort of podunk town you run into along the way. Yeah, you have to go back there twice randomly just to clear out a bunch of enemies. There is no story significance, but if you don't do it, sorry, you don't get the best ending. Okay. Or, and hear me out, go to hell.
And everyone agrees there is no third.
And somehow the third is worse.
We
I don't know how.
We just said there ain't no third game. But yeah, so for people who've been asking, the very unfortunate part is, yes, you are a rookie cop. And that is like the one detail that we won't be able to avoid, so we don't have to worry about it every single time. But Aya is admittedly, with that detail even included, she's probably one of the coolest femme fatale pro tags you'll get your hands on. And another thing that's really nice, so I don't know if people caught it, but as you level up, you'll actually learn skills. And so that's something very important that you want to hold on to, because that also gets explained in the story of why you have access to skills.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, not ESP things.
It could have been worse. It was the 90s. They very much so could have said an ESPN thing.
Oh dear God, that's true.
That was everyone's favorite joke in the 90s.
Yeah.
Well, what do you got? That ESPN stuff?
Oh, Lord.
Ha 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 ha.
Which sucks because that movie is actually fun. Hey Ninja, how are you? And I also love how this is another case of Daniel going to bat for you, because you have like dick faces A and B on your sides here, who's just like, I don't believe any of this and blah blah blah. And Daniel's like, this is your reminder. A is literally the only survivor and also the only witness. So maybe we don't want to just immediately dismiss what she has to say. Hot and spicy take, unless you have a better idea, Mr. I wasn't there at all and was probably pushing paperwork.
Yeah, I'm going to, the way I manage to still compartmentalize enjoying Parasite Eve is this game doesn't really tend to glorify cops as a whole. The only fucking really genuinely good and useful ones during the game are Aya and Daniel. Everyone else is just there. That goes a long way to say, yeah, cops ain't doing shit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And they are not heroes because they are cops. So that is the way I get over that I'm still very ACAB while enjoying this game.
So another thing, this song right here, which is the song for your office whenever you're in, which by the way you'll go back to frequently, this is a bop. This is another one where it's like,
oh god, it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, this is another one where it's like, this is the perfect, I'm just gonna sit in the club and like kick it with my homies, have a small chat, catch up a little bit. Yeah, like this was goated hub music. goated hub music. Yeah, the soundtrack to this is fucking strong. Oh no, I turned it off. I'm so sorry, y'all. It's because I wanted to go see my boss on accident. I'll leave. I didn't mean to do that.
I ruined the vibes because I went to go see my boss on accident. Mood.
Right, I am so sorry. So yeah, and then like in usual RPG fashion, you can go around and talk to people, get more details. Talk to these assholes. So the game is also very good about just flat out being like, hey, here's what you need to do next. So this actually will not let you proceed until you go downstairs and get an upgrade on deck. And that's because it wants to show you through tutorial fashion how you need to modify your weapons, how you can modify your equipment, and then also where you have a guaranteed hub to buy upgrades. Now, you can find stuff out in the wild, that is an option too, but if you don't find a lot of stuff, you can also reliably, when you come back to the hub, go downstairs and talk to dude and be like, hey dog, I just need like literally something better than whatever this piece of shit is that I have.
Yep.
Your boss killed the vibes. Accurate. Okay, so that's a dead end. Let's see what we got here. I think this is accidentally something else. Because the music will keep playing if I found him. No, this is right.
Oh god, this whole situation.
Yeah. I love how he calls Torres Baldy. Because he has like the starting receding hairline.
Right.
Yes, Die. The OST to this entire game is really strong. And specifically, the hub music is my favorite, along with the actual boss music against Eve. Anytime you fight Eve, it's a bop. But without actually doing it, I would highly recommend, if you want to go out on a journey on your own, go find the OST, listen to the music for Eve, and then listen to the final fight with Eve. Because the vibes for Final Fight Eve are immaculate. It's so fucking good. Oh my god, it's like, it's so much power in a song, and it kind of, I don't know how else to describe it, but like the music for Eve as a boss, just in general, has like very potent feminine energy. Like it's powerful, it's strong, but it's also sensual, and you can tell that there's like an underlying reason that you're actually doing all this. I can't recommend the music for this game enough. What is this? I love that the calls a dude out. The reason guns won't disappear from this country. There's a lot of things in this game that, in hindsight, like age really well and are relatively progressive in the grand scheme of things. But it's just, it was an interesting game during an interesting time, and Squaresoft, like I said, really put their foot into the story. They really put their foot into experimenting with something way outside of their wheelhouse, and this is like an absolute A+ like game, period. And
It's
go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, and it gives you like a lot of variety, it gives you a lot of like different ideas to play around with stuff, and it still really holds on well to a lot of those RPG elements without being like, no, you have to be like purely horror, so this is the only thing you can do. It still is like, no, level your character, no, modify your stuff, learn new skills, learn new moves, and do all these things and get into turn-based combat. But you're just shooting like body horror, whatever the hells. It's wild.
You know, what I was gonna say is like it's hard to think about it now because Square has often gone so far into what is market tested. Right? Nowadays, like everything gets kind of shoved into what's going to appeal to this group. It feels like at times. Like the Live Alive remake coming out was such a big deal because like, oh, that was already a very kind of obtuse RPG. So it's funny that you're putting so much energy into remaking this. It's unusual for them nowadays, but it's hopefully a positive trend. But it's like you've got your live action RPGs, and then you got your turn-based RPGs, and that's what we're doing, whatever. But in the like that late 90s period where Parasite Eve very much so came out, Square kind of had a period where they were really getting into some very unusual territories and killing it. Like, they were fully willing to experiment, and it went great. You had shit like Einhander, which is a side-scrolling shoot 'em up.
Amazing.
Okay,
Absolutely
you had Airgites, which wasn't the best fighter, and so wasn't really popular, but like it's technically sound, and it had this whole sort of dungeon adventure mode with it. You had Brave Fencer Masashi, which is a super fun game. You had Threads of Fate, an awesome action game that I absolutely love. And then you got into like even some of their RPGs, stuff like you had Xenogears at the time, which where they really got like, let's go all out there. Okay, Vagrant Story, which to be fair, I don't think really holds up well because it's very clunky. But again, they were really, really willing to try. And it's funny looking back now, like, oh, this was what it was like when you were like, hey, we'll experiment, sure. Guns running around, kind of hybrid, turn-based, and yeah, sure, why not? And now it's like, oh, okay.
Also, the line that he just said there at the end, where it's like, how many cops do you think forgot that part? So I'm gonna read a couple things in chat, and then I'm gonna put you on a new rant because we have to talk about it. Because it's a rumor that has been debunked multiple times over, but still has a question mark by it. So these are cops written by Japanese devs. These are not real cops. Oh, absolutely the fuck not. No. She rocks the Alyssa Maza ensemble. If you've never watched Gargoyles,
yeah, absolutely she does.
PS1.
Oh my god, I just clicked on that.
Yeah, PS1 era was definitely still an experimental time. Yeah, like when I say SquareSoft before the days of Square Enix was a completely different beast, I mean that every time I bring it up with my chest. And I think Anorian did a really good job of highlighting a lot of the games that came out during the late 90s and early 2000s from Square, where they were just like, we just want to try stuff and see what we can do. Like, let's do some stuff. Let's make some shooters. Let's make some fighters. As someone made the comment that Guys was ahead of its time. Yeah, Guys walked so that so many other open field fighters could fucking run. And I know that people are out there going to be like, yeah, but Ballerina Toshiden existed, and then we also have Virtua Fighter from Sega, which is true, but Guys was the first one that actually did like the kind of isometric overhead version of it and gave you that full arena and encouraged that you use the entire arena to your advantage versus Virtua Fighter, where you had like the 360 movement and whatnot over time, but it was still very much flat. And Silverstreak, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you. Will you please get a shout out for Silverstreak in chat? Not enough people remember Brave Fencer Musashi. I have it on my shelf because it fucks. It fucks. But that's got some ugly fucking tank controls too. And then the whole everyone else is incompetent or lazy, so I have to do this myself guess vibe is a mood. Yeah, exactly. So the next thing I want to put you on, Anorian, let's talk about a fun rumor around Parasite Eve about junk. Let's talk about junk. And the reason I want to talk about junk is because for the longest time in the world, there was a running theory that if you turned in so many pieces of junk to Sir Here, you could get a super powerful special weapon. Would you like to go into this lore?
Okay. So.
Again, thank you so much for the follow.
There are. You're talking specifically to Torres?
Yes.
Yeah. There are special weapons you can get for turning in junk. Okay? To Wayne. It takes 300. You're not going to give it to Torres. You're just not. And there's still, you know what it honestly reminds me of? that there are still people to this day who, because there was an F up in the One Breath of Fire 3 guide back in the day, still try and argue you can beat Balio and Sunder the first time you fight them in Cedar Woods.
My favorite
It is the
error in
same
the
thing. It is the same thing.
I like to get a special weapon for turning in my junk. Now, Risu, this is not how that works. And again, Silver Streak, thank you so much for the raid and also for the 13 months. I appreciate you. Seeing so much Parasite Eve love is just like the biggest thing.
It really is
just
awesome.
warms my heart because it's an amazing game. More people should have played it, but a lot of people. So the one downside to the thing that Annoying was talking about specifically is that with Squaresoft having such an already kind of strong reputation, being the JRPG guys, the problem became when they wanted to do things like Parasite Eve, Guys, Brave Winter Musashi, Hander, and stuff like that. It was just really off kilter for them. And now, gamers weren't as bad in the late 90s as they are currently, but they were still pretty kind of like skeptical at the idea of the JRPG company doing not a JRPG, which is super unfortunate because had those games probably performed and sold better, we wouldn't have seen things like the Square Enix acquisition.
Yep.
Like Squaresoft would have been able to stand on their own legs perfectly fine. And I think
I would say it as go finish. I thought you were pausing there.
I would say that like that would be the onset of a lot of the things that we see today, and that's why we see so many different attitudes specifically around like, oh yeah, well we're gonna do this type of investment. We want to do live play, and we want to do things like NFTs and whatnot. The Squaresoft of the late 90s would have probably never ever entertained this stuff, and I mean that with my chest. I mean that with my chest.
The way I will put it is, I wish that late 90s, early 2000s Squaresoft got the trust and support that several iterations of Nintendo has gotten.
Yeah.
Which, it's not that I want it taken away from elsewhere. It's shit like, I remember when they first reported, hey, there's a new Metroid coming, and it's a first-person shooter. And a bunch of people crack jokes, but it's not like that Metroid Prime came out, and now years later we look back on it as some forgotten gem. No, we got a whole bunch of Metroid Prime games because people were like, yo, this fucks.
Okay, we have several things to go on. So first and foremost, hi Sephi, welcome on in. She's talking trash to you. Hi Sephi. 2, thank you so much for the 20-month resub. And then 3, Nina, thank you so much for the raid. I hope you're doing well. Can we please get a shout out for Nina? What are you playing right now? I know, okay, you are still playing Elden Ring. I have to know how far you are. And then I knew when Sephi showed up that the shit talk was gonna come. Like, it was just...
As soon as I looked, I'm like, oh, I must have missed something. Yeah, I did.
Yep, you missed that. You missed that. But I just kind of laughed at it because I didn't want to interrupt you. That Final Fantasy movie really messed up Square, didn't it? Yo, the Final Fantasy movie? Well, wait, which movie?
I'm going to assume you mean Spirits Within. And
Loretta's a bitch. I'm listening to you still.
No, I was going to say, I'm going to assume that's a reference to Spirits Within. Don't get me started on Spirits Within. No, but Lambda, that wasn't... Metroid Other M didn't get, it didn't flop because it tried something new and people weren't into it. It flopped because, if anything, they weren't really trying new things, and, when word got out of what it was like, people just didn't continue buying it.
And Nina, this is one of my favorite games, just so you're aware. I love this game. Keep going.
But what I'm saying... But for Nintendo games, when they say we're gonna do something different, people will maybe crack jokes, and then they will always go out and buy them. Hey, our next Metroid game is gonna be a first-person shooter. Dope, I'm on it. Hey, our next Pokemon game, you are literally just going to drive around and take pictures. Fuck yeah, let's do this.
Nina, you've never played this? Oh my god, I think you would enjoy it a lot. I think you would enjoy it a lot. If you do ever play it, ping me and I'll give you a list of content warnings too. Because I know that you had that issue a little bit with Tomb Raider and how it was like, oh, we should be past this problem. And then immediately you're like, and it's back.
Yeah.
Cosmic, if you don't stop it with these lies and slander, Lara Fabian song that I can't fucking get sheet music for, I'm not bitter, you're bitter. I've been bugging her to play it forever. I'm here to help with that Silver Streak. Nina, you should play this. You should 100% play this.
Lambda, you're not a bad person for liking Spirits Within, but I am going to never trust you with any recommendation about anything ever. That's just kind of a one-on-one thing. How?
Risu, if you don't stop it.
Can you name one character other than Dr. Aki Ross or Sid? Or I'll be nice and say General Hein. I literally can't even remember the dude's name. I literally just refer to him as Alec Baldwin's character.
Oh no, not this. Anything but this. I need that phrase on a macro. I love how the music stops when you have to go talk to your boss, and it's like,
Yep.
boss kills vibe, tracks. It's first payday at the new job. I love that for you, Ebony. I just threw a reference out because I didn't know what it was. Right.
Flag on the play.
Right, we're putting
Flag on the play. I just saw the phrase. No, Lambda's a bad person for thinking Ketsu is cute. Flag
Hold on,
on
time out. I
the
got
play.
you. Yeah, it's been like that for a while. Vibe's gone. You're talking to your boss. Lara Fabian throwing her Fosilan Dion back out on that little track. Listen. Are you telling... Wait, is that something that's on this and I'm just like not putting that together? I'm assuming? Or is this something else entirely? Because if
What?
we're still talking about this OSC, what Sephi is bringing up. Oh my god. Ebony.
Oh, shoot.
Hang on, Ebony. Just because it's payday doesn't mean you get to show your ass. Now you wait just a damn second here. You time out, mister. Had to fight my bank. Every time you do stuff like this in my channel, you have to fight your bank. You had to fight your bank when I was doing charity fundraising. I remember this distinctly.
But yeah, I'm still mad at that Ketsu is cute comment because it's wet.
Oh yeah, Kazu's disgusting.
Like, that's the nice way I can describe it. It's wet. I literally had a whole thing as I was leveling up where, like, I would be creating my weapon set and be like, okay, let me get some armor going, even though I'm not getting the end game that, like, matches my weapon. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to make a lightning weapon set. Ketsu at the time was statistically the best armor. And I said, no. Just no. I'm not even going to consider this. If it was the best in the game, I would still say no.
Oh my lord. Fucking Kazu. Alright, let's get out of this bad, sad, non-music segment because no one likes their boss. As Scaredy Cat's Mildred tells us, there's nothing better than a wet pup. What God, y'all Jesus. I'm at a press conference now, and I want you there too. Oh my God. I love how it's like we want you at the press conference, but don't speak. And it's like, okay,
right.
But then why am I there? Persephoroth, if you don't shut up.
I'm right.
Just worked for 5 months.
There is no safe haven for me.
Parasite Eve has enough dongs as it is. Listen, SJ, you left me hanging last night when Dow was trying to put me on a fucking spit. Like, I was trying to explain why I put dicks in the content warnings.
Plural.
Oh my god. I hate it so much. And Ace, thank you so much for the 5-month resub. I'm gonna do it because it's the first paycheck. It's gotta be used to help support the people that support you. I'm trying to be... Hey, now wait just a damn second. What are y'all doing? Blue, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. And Ebony, of course, I said it a little bit in chat. Thank you for the 20 gift subs. Safe with Seppi and the rest of your community? Nar. Like, it was one of those things, Claire, that when we agreed to do this, it's like, I don't know who's in more danger. Is it me or is it Honorian?
Yes.
That's what I kind of landed on, too. I was like, I actually don't know which way this is going to go.
Really? Really, Die?
You just now see that?
I did not say that sentence, though.
Oh, my God.
I said I have no safe haven, which is true.
Oh, my God. Ooh.
I did not make it 5 minutes into this stream without the CBT thing coming up. I have no safe space.
Oh, hang on 1 second. So we have to get into this in the story real fast.
Okay,
So
yeah.
we have the music playing because it's important. So your boss brings you here to talk about things that happened at the event, but doesn't want you to speak. And so he's up here doing the cop thing, just blatantly lying and being like, oh, that was because of like a rare chemical in the air. And that was because of these things that happened. And so a journalist, as Loner Dreamer pointed out, literally was like, so then how do you explain Aya, who's standing next to you, being the person that survived? And he was like, oh, well, that was, and then the journalist just says, yeah, so I'm asking her the question. I'm not asking you, I'm asking her, the person who actually survived. And Aya, in a bout of just absolute deer in fucking headlights, says word for word what Eve says to her, and is like, well, here's that incident you ordered.
Please, she's very tired and we're still investigating.
Silver Streak, it's that part. I was trying to be polite about it. It's like, remember that part where she's a rookie cop? She ain't learned how to talk to people who ask purposely incriminating ass questions. Just one of those moments of being like, oh, what are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? Blue, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. I greatly appreciate it. Let me see here. Fun fact, Dork means, oh my god, shut up, Mocha. I feel like the Chief is the little brother of Kingpin from Marvel. Yeah, could be. My kingdom for press corps covering police press conferences to pursue questions with that kind of vigor. Again, with every passing moment, you will be reminded, she's in NYPD, technically.
Right.
Because the actions that happen all game, you're like, that would have never happened. You silly panda bears. Giving cops souls. The cop downstairs with his 2 dogs saying, man, I wish I could give them a good meal. That would never happen. You're such a silly goose. You silly panda bear, you. Yeah, so that's pretty much that. Oh my god. Oh no. Who's gonna believe you? Da 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 da. And of course, Daniel, trying to be the homie, steps in.
Yep.
She's in the NYPD the same way Ace Attorney is set in California. Correct.
Right. It's in America.
Right. Right. It's
Hey,
just
Maya,
regular
we're in
CNN.
America, so let's go get our lunch of bento boxes.
Well, no, you have to change your voice when you say it. We need to go get our lunch of bento boxes so that we can enjoy our authentic cuisine and just like fuck it up the entire time.
Absolutely.
Oh my god. That implies that Their Force has an Elliott Stabler in it, and Parasite Eve NYC doesn't deserve that. Ooh. Oh yeah, the scientist that's super important. Might O? Yes, he's like, Might O, we're summoning a big robot now? No, we're not bringing a robot. These donuts are great. Jelly-filled are my favorite. Nothing beats a Jerry-filled... Oh wait, hang on, I got you, Electo. These donuts are great. Jelly-filled are my favorite. Nothing beats a jelly-filled donut. Is that what we were going for? You can tell me if I did it.
God, can I just say that's still one of my favorite binging with Babish videos to this day?
Is it really? Hey, Cypher.
I don't know if you see. Did you ever see that video?
Oh, which video?
Okay, so the donuts thing, it's, you know, referencing Pokemon, where Brock is like, I made jelly donuts in the English dub, and he's clearly holding up onigiri.
Hang on, I have to do this for Sabira and the people who are saying it in chat. Mitochondria? Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm
Totally fine.
I'm a terrible person. And later got food at Wendy's and Burger Queen. Those are my favorite, not mistranslations, but safe translations. Oh, Persona 5 is like littered with so many of those, and it cracks me up.
Also, hey, Cypher.
What did we say? Oh, that was perfect. I love that we're hitting on all fucking cylinders here. So this is where Cosmic is going to be like, I hate this game. Because they start trying to explain what the mitochondria is. Now, if you do not have a biology background, this checks out. Hi, it's me. I played this game when I was 13 years old, so this checked out. If you know what the mitochondria is, this does not check out. And this is where all your biology friends are like, I hate this game. And this
Yes.
is where all of your friends this is how your friends who are actual archaeologists or biologists or in some level of cyber forensics feel whenever you gush to them about Law and Order, or what's the one that has the goth chick in the lab?
What's it called? NCIS.
Thank you. This is how they feel, is the moment of just being like, that's not how any of this works.
But yeah, so like, there's the whole Pokemon thing where he's like, I love jelly donuts, and he's holding up a thing of onigiri. So Babish did a video where he made, quote, jelly donuts.
Oh my god, I love it.
But it was onigiri shaped, like in appearance. Like he even made a little piece of marzipan to act like the piece of seaweed wrapped around in the middle.
Oh my god, I love it.
And he spends the whole time being like, yeah, you know, classically, jelly donuts, as they are made in a triangle.
Oh, I know which one I was thinking of that was like the biggest offender that no one talks about. Bones.
Oh, God.
Bones is a real bad one. Real bad one.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Bones is a lot. Bones is a lot. Also, my favorite thing about tank controls is how, in order to turn, you have to turn on a pivot
Yes.
to the direction you need to go, and then you can walk. That's up there with Ace Attorney's Los Angeles and hamburgers. That's what someone said, Sabira. I feel like the mitochondria as the powerhouse of the cell needs to be a command for this game. I mean, I feel like by proxy of chat watching it, it will be. Yara Grey's Anatomy just hurts. Oh, and also, hey Carter.
Yeah, they just made the science up. Ebony, if you're not familiar, they just made science up in Bones. They were like, due to facial structuring, we could tell you, in fact, that this person at 3:43 p.m. on a Tuesday. It's like, no. What? What are you talking about?
I like how you just flat out like, no, what?
Really? Like, there were episodes, like, I did watch a couple of episodes because I was in the house. I was like, sure, whatever. Let me check it out. And I watched, and I was like, y'all just... Listen, there's TV science, and then there's this.
Oh my gosh, and Yarn Girl, thank you so much for the raid. Can we please get a shout out for Yarn Girl with an underscore? How are you? Welcome on in. Musical Death Brick, welcome on in as well. Oh no, don't start the Big Bang Theory bash. Please, I'm begging you. I don't have any more. But, yeah, I know. Oh, so let's see here. I want to see if I can do this. I might save state. So you get this wonderful thing that says tune up weapon and armor. And if you were watching, which is okay to say that you weren't, like that's way valid. If you were watching what, not Torres, but this guy was talking about, Wayne, he explains to you how to use tools. And so the nice thing about tools specifically is that, oh, I can't fucking, there we go. The nice thing about tools specifically is that they allow you to move one slotted attribute thing over to another item. The caveat with a tool, however, is that when you move that slot like skill over, the weapon or the weapon or armor that it was on automatically gets destroyed. And Honorian explained this earlier. So I'm just kind of reiterating it. So it's why having the tool is a good thing, but you have to really, really be mindful about how you move your stuff. Because let's say you get a really dope gun, which you absolutely will get, that has like 2 or 3 really badass skills on it. If you use a regular skill, that only allows you to move one thing, then that gun dies. You want the super tool so that you can move a skill off of it, and then kind of move the other skill off of it later. So you want to try and maximize it. The other thing is...
continue.
Yeah, the other thing is you don't want to just go really through your tools right away, because as you go through the game, you're going to get better guns. And so your early guns feel really good until you get like a shotgun or you get like a machine gun. And at that point, if you've already burned through your tools and stuff, you've lost out on opportunities to really make things much, much better. Alright.
One other thing I will say, the game does not tell you this, but I'm going to tell you this. You will think things you get are cool and then learn the truth. What the fuck am I talking about? If you've seen the different guns we've gotten so far, some of them have been like bullets ×2. There was one that's like bullets ×3, right? You can get guns, I believe there's several you'll get that go up to ×4, ×5. I think there's one that's ×10. That's how many bullets you can shoot in a single action. Like, it'll be 1 by 1 usually, but it's how many bullets you can shoot. Here's something the game does not fucking tell you. Your attack power is divided out amongst the bullets, and it's divided out unevenly. Spoiler alert, you basically always want to have ×2 or ×3.
And this is going to be really critical, specifically when you go into things like shotguns. So my favorite build of choice is usually to do the shotgun. I forgot about this. We need to go to the museum, I believe.
Yes.
And so I like using the shotgun because you can do something like ×2, and then as you progress through the game, you'll get guns that allow you to use things like specialty bullets. And these are specialty bullets that do things like fire bullets or poison bullets. And so you can actually build out something where you have like a shotgun that has ×2, that has spread damage, that also deals fire damage, which by the way is going to be the gun that I try to build.
Absolutely good choice. But as far as the whole shooting too many times will make a gun useless, source me, who picks up a grenade launcher at one point and is like, man, imagine this thing with ×5. Haha, imagine my surprise when I go to shoot it several times and see I am dealing the same amount of damage because I weakened my gun too much.
And like, it's nice if you're someone that you like to kind of like shoot in spurts and then use your time to go do other stuff. But at that point, I kind of prefer doing like the ×2, ×3 method. And yeah, Siberia, that's true, but I kind of still like just having, I personally prefer the fire bullets because it's an actual, I think, raw damage amount. And I want to say the overwhelming majority of the game is either neutral or weak to fire. If you have something like poison, I absolutely agree with you because it gives you a higher chance to poison stuff. The cyanide bullets, cyanide fucks, but the cyanide's good time. Oh my god. Hang on, any Parasite Eve players in chat? Are there Parasite Eve players in chat? I should probably look into this speed run, it's probably fun. Although, I'm not going to be able to do it ever because I can't be arsed to like go get this documentation like this.
I'm morbidly curious what the records look like on this.
I mean, I would say it sounds like you looking at it. Oh, hey, it's Paladin! I forgot how aggressively 90s the soundtrack of Parasite Eve is. It's the best aggressive 90s. Hello?
What up,
Hello?
Paladin?
It's the best. Paladin, we've been explaining to people how the battle music in particular is like the best of a lo-fi like club dance mix, where it's like you're not trying to get up and dance, you're not trying to like go ballistic on the floor, but you're definitely there vibing, and it's like, yeah, I can get drunk to this. Or
Holy shit!
And I think Shears brought it up too. It's also solid like coffee I'm working music. Sabira's got about 2.5 hours. What you got?
So a new game, the current record is 2 hours, 34 minutes, 51 seconds. To even crack the leaderboard, you have to be sub 4 hours. Holy Toledo.
So for what it's worth, looking at how long to beat, because I was like planning this all out, how long to beat does put this at about a 15-hour game, which I have to remind myself, the nostalgia of games in our youth are always like throw things off, because like I had the same moment with Klonoa where I was like, yeah, I'm gonna play this so much on stream and it's gonna be so great, and then I beat the game in 1 5-hour stream and I was like, I feel like that was much longer in my youth, and I'm like, oh yeah, I was young and had time to kill. I probably just played the hell out of it.
Yeah, no, this game is not long, but still 2 hours, because I'm trying to figure out, they must have it pathed out to be, because most when you have encounters in rooms, they're spiked based on where you walk. They must have it pathed out to perfectly avoid so many encounters.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I wouldn't be surprised if instead of doing things like the required story guns and stuff, they probably are finding guns out in the field, modding them up, and just being like, okay, so here's the fights that we know we have to do, here's what we know we need to carry, because if you have a good build by the time you get to the final fight, you can make those final fights a joke.
Oh yeah.
You can make them a wholesale joke. Alrighty. SRC is always open on a screen somewhere, but I never played it. I vaguely remember powering through this game in a long weekend. Back then, we only got one game every 3 months, so we had to stretch that shit out. Correct.
Yep. The one that got me, similar to you with Klonoa, is I actually own the Misadventures of Tronbon. Which, for those of you who are unaware,
it's a Mega Man game.
Yes, there was Mega Man, and then there was Mega Man Legends, the 3D spin-off, and then the spin-off got a spin-off where you played as Tron-Bon and a bunch of serve bots. And it's a really fun little game, and so I decided to stream it one weekend, and I stream about 3.5 hours a stream. I was done before the second stream. And I did everything. It is really a game you will clear in 6 hours. Now, it's pretty replayable, which is good. But yeah, it also doesn't help that is yet another one of those games. I'm morbidly curious on what the price for that game is at the moment, because it's going to be obnoxious.
All right, while you're doing that, it is my time. It is my time to shine. Because someone said, was Klonoa fun? I like the look of it, but I never played. Klonoa, The Door to Phantom Isle is one of my all-time favorite PS1 platforming games. It is simple. It is straightforward. You do 2 things in the game. Well, I'm sorry. I'll give you 3 things. You run around, you jump, and you inflate enemies, which you can use for double jumping. It is the best iteration, in my personal opinion, of simple, clean, straightforward fun. There are secrets that are not too taxing to find, and if you want to go try hard, you can get 150 gems on every single level, but it is a game that you will not be disappointed in. Also, the story, by and large, is probably one of the best plot twists and just well-written out stories you will get in a platformer of the 1990s era. Period, period, period. And I mean that. I mean that with my chest. It is an exceptional game, and I cannot recommend it enough to people. Obviously, the Fantasy Reverie series just came out. That has Klonoa 1 and 2, which is probably the main ones that you need to play. If you're feeling squirrely, I would say if you want to see the old school cutscenes, go get a Klonoa ROM, because Klonoa on the store markets is a fucking abysmal. But the old school cutscenes, I will have to concede and say they have just a touch more life than the actual remake does. And that's because the Fantasy Reverie one does the cutscenes based off of the Wii remake, and I have personal scorn for the Wii remake because I think that I think that the voice acting and the sound design on it is ass. And so I just refuse to even acknowledge it more times than not. So yeah, play Klonoa.
Absolutely. I'm going to co-sign that. Yeah. But okay, because I pulled it up, okay. I am looking at a listing for the Misadventures of Tron-Bon.
Oh no.
$349 on eBay for buy it now. You want to know what's funny about that?
I hate these people.
No. It's better. I could say it's complete in box because, it's the original case, manual, and all that good stuff. It's without the fucking game.
They want that for the box?
For the case and the manual. The game itself is a smooth $600 to $700. No. And that's assuming it's not rated by WADA. No. I'm not exaggerating. I'm literally looking at the listing. $349. Buy it now. Condition very good. For no game. OEM manual, registration card, in manual, and case.
No. This is why at the wine cellar we stay in emulation, because that type of mess actually makes me angry. I want to remind you, I just said I beat the game in 6 hours. No. It was a 100% run. Yeah, I'm with SJ on that one. That one requires a lariat ASAP. What do you mean? And that's the other part of the conversation too, is people don't understand why we're not willing to go out and do this type of stuff to buy these games. And it's dog, I'm saying this as someone who owns Klonoa. It's one of my all-time favorite games. I cry at the ending every single time. Do not pay no $200, $300, $400 for Klonoa. It's a 5-hour game. It is a 5-hour game.
Silver Streak just brought up. I have an unopened copy of the GameCube Fire Emblem. For those who don't know, that's Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, the one where Ike from Smash Brothers was first introduced. Behind me, I have to stop myself from looking at the price of it because last time I saw, I almost sold my copy. Without even looking, I will tell you right now, if you're telling me you have a sealed copy, like plastic wrap sealed copy of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, that is a smooth $750 minimum. I am the Fire Emblem guy. That is my thing. I've played all of them. A new one drops, I'm on it. I've been on 3 Hopes that just came out as a Warriors game spinoff, like white on rice, okay? No. Go emulate it. Spoiler, it plays perfectly on Dolphin. It literally has perfect compatibility. You will get, as someone who knows because he tried streaming it, you'll get one random, oh God, whoa, what? Okay, I'm good. Gosh. You'll get one random error message right at the beginning and then life will move on forever. Do it. Do not spend that kind of money.
I love how they're like, why are you interested in my work? Oh my gosh. Okay, so back to story stuff for a hot second. So we're interrogating, no, not interrogating, but at least questioning a gentleman by the name of Dr. Clamp. And he has a vested interest in mitochondria. And so we are now asking him questions about, well, do you know anything about this? Because here's what Melissa said, here's what's been going down, and here's what's all happening. And we just didn't know if maybe, possibly, potentially, you had something to do with that. Hey, Cosmo. Path of Radiance is the only Fire Emblem game I've ever owned. That's nuts.
I started talking and there was a guy in a tree nearby. All right, I've got the shot. Can I take it?
Oh. Oh my lord. So now Clamp goes into his weird phase, which, you know, should not tip off anyone who has any type of JRPG sense whatsoever. And starts talking very highly about mitochondria. Clamp's the resident mitochondria stan. Yes.
And that's the thing. When they're here is where it's like, they're like, are you saying it's its own organism? Again, the prevailing theory is that as a prokaryote, mitochondria did exist on its own and then kind of merge with eukaryotes to form certain cells as we know it. But to say mitochondria has its own genetic code and does its own thing, you have now stepped into a whole new reality.
Cosmic is Cosmic is quietly just like foaming at the mouth, just like, I hate it here. And also, this exchange of looks right here is pretty much it, where it's like, we are here because the mitochondria allows us to be here. And they both are just like, hey, I don't think that's how mitochondria works. I mean, we're gonna listen, but I don't
God
think that's
damn it,
right.
Sophia.
I don't think that's right. Oh my gosh.
I guess come for the king, you best not miss. I don't know, fuck it. I'm gonna lean in.
Right, might as well. That's probably the best answer. This is not surprising if you play Persona. When I saw the whole, it has its own genetic code, Cosmic. Again, when I was 13, I didn't know any better. And I think I made it to like 21 and I was like, this doesn't track. This doesn't track at all.
Did you know that the mitochondria is capable of discharging 200,000 volts of electricity?
And now I'm playing it in my 30s. That's just funny.
Fun fact, we're all basically Jolteons running around.
Oh.
Thundershock!
So this is why I said Parasite Eve is very much a horror game. But once you start realizing how ludicrous some of it sounds, it kind of just astral projects you into, I can't actually take you seriously. It's still a horror game. The body horror and things like that happen are very much a thing that's terrifying. But talking to this guy, you're just like, I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to you. Fuck you.
Yes, Cosmic, that's exactly it. All those people who were like, the RNA vaccine changes your DNA. They played Parasite Eve first. That's where it came from. Did you know that the mitochondria was behind the plot to assassinate JFK? It was in the genetic grassy knoll. Y'all, you want to know what's the worst part? To a limited degree, the game is actually holding back a bit. Because I need you to understand, I've read the book because I was really curious about it. In the book, the Eve of the book can not only like fuck with people in the similar ways, but can straight up mind control people.
No, hang on,
People just do things and they're like, yeah, I'm doing this because I want to. And then Eve is like, no, I made you.
No, one of my other favorite details that they just made up some nonsense is when they said each cell has several thousand mitochondria. And I'm like,
yes.
The
mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Hang on. Who gonna tell them? Because I ain't telling them. I'm not doing it. Someone want to tell them? I'm not gonna tell them. Nah, I'm good. I'm Gucci. But thank you.
The mitochondria is the full phalanx of the cell.
It's the Professor X of the cell. There it is. You just gotta find all the ways to actually explain to your comrades how the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. It's the Professor X of the cell. It's like the actual Captain Kirk of the cell. All these other different ways of looking at it.
No, Electo, we are not turning mitochondria into midichlorians. We're not. I'm not going to let you.
Why not?
Okay, I'm drawing a line there because midichlorians are left in Phantom Menace where they belong.
Also, according to this guy, the way that your fingers are formed is because your mitochondria allows them to, because your hand is actually a blob and the mitochondria melts off the flesh to make fingers. No explanation of how the fingers have, like, you know, phalanges and all of that stuff, or how they're individually moving after that. Just, it started as a blob and your mitochondria just burnt some fingers for you. And it's like, did it make my bones too? Like, how does this work?
Not end of Evangelion.
No. Wait, hang on. Where's the Evangelion stuff? Oh my god.
Bones!
Oh my god. It's just Dr. Clamp. So everyone knows, I don't think I have to hide it at this point. Everyone knows that Dr. Clamp is totally a fuckwad that is partially responsible for this. But like, his whole thing is just a mess. The ovens that make your bones from
mitochondria multiply, energy production level decreases.
Hold on, what about Sabira's comment? The mitochondria are the ovens that bake your bones from body dough.
Exactly. The decrease in energy. Okay, so to be clear, what you're saying is, what they just said was, aging is when mutant mitochondria go and they reproduce too much. That's what it is. That is what aging is. Because fuck it.
You know,
why not?
Why, hang on, why does everyone hate body dough? Time out. The mitochondria is the human instrumentality project of the cell. Oh my god, you're not too late. You're not too late. It'll probably be able to go for the entirety of this game.
When we unlock it, the power is beyond our comprehension. Cue the X-Men theme song.
Oh, so here's where we go back into reality land, and we're talking about Eve and being the creation of people, the single woman that's in Africa.
Yep.
And then we jump right back into nonsense land.
Speaking of, did you ever notice that the X-Men theme is just Whitney Houston?
No, I didn't.
It's just I'm Your Baby Tonight.
Oh my god, I never noticed this.
Yeah, if you listen the whole... It's just whatever you want from me, I'm giving you everything.
Wait, SJ is signing this too. What? You hate it. I mean, but those are vibes. Did they say Eve is black at least? Question mark.
Which Eve?
Right, like I don't...
The original Eve? They said Africa, so... Oh yeah, I'm sorry for ruining that for all of you, but it shouldn't ruin it. It's Whitney. It makes it better. But, Yeah, the original, they said Africa, so I guess they're just calling it there. The current one, white as this man's coat.
Yeah. No wonder the X-Men theme was such a... See, that's the route I went.
Exactly.
I was like, that's a banger.
Exactly. It's kind of like, have you seen the stuff for X-Men 97 coming out?
No, I haven't. I know it's been posted in Discord, though.
It's basically almost all the character designs are the same as the old cartoon. The only one I really noticed they changed is Magneto, who's going to be the team leader. And I love that they made that choice because Marvel is just really fully coming around to, we can't keep pretending Magneto is wrong.
Oh my god, somehow
We
the
can't
mitochondria
keep
has
pretending
made it
he's
to
a
DBZ.
villain.
The mitochondria in DBZ, please help. Please help. Oh my gosh. So now we're having different issues where Daniel just hates Dr. Clamp, which valid because he's kind of a creepy asshole. And Aya starts having that realization of being like, no, I've met this man somewhere before.
God damn it, Di, I hate you so much.
Hold on, why are we turning into Scarlett Johansson?
We turn into Scarlett. No, if we fully unlocked the mitochondria, we turn into Scarlett Johansson. We'll be able to do anything. Play trees, Asians. The sky's the limit.
Oh my god. Scarlett Johansson is the original mitochondria confirmed. Oh my gosh. So I think most of day 2 you wind up just doing this stuff. Although I don't remember, is the park day 2 or is that day 3?
The mitochondria is the Kamehameha of the cell.
I hate y'all so much.
Yeah, Mocha, actually, an abundance of mitochondria is just what Orochimaru did to you in Naruto to put the curse mark on you. He just loaded you up with mitochondria. It's literally it.
That just sounds like you just dumped like a bunch of fucking beads on someone.
Just
And it's
here,
like,
drink
those are
this.
mitochondria now. Alright, the whole place is going.
All of Quirk City in My Hero, mitochondria. Think about it. Think about it. All Might is actually a nickname. It's actually all mitochondria.
I hate that
That's
so
his
much.
full legal
I'm gonna
name.
set you on fucking fire myself and kick you out of my
his
Discord.
full legal name is Alphany Mitochondria.
Oh my god. I hate this so much. Not you go. I knew that was gonna be the one where Dad was gonna be like, that's too far. Or hit him with the Sonic. That's no good. Alright, what we got here? I'm glad I remember the synopsis enough to just talk through it. Because otherwise
Yep.
people would be very lost.
People ain't have no damn clue what's going on. Okay, but here's the honest question. Are y'all mad because I said mitochondria or because I said Alphany?
I'm gonna punch you in your face if you don't stop saying that. Say upset.
Okay, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I when you said punch, I thought it was because it said the names again.
No.
Yeah, I'm trying to. That's my bad.
SJ. Alright. Oh no. Oh, I forgot about this whole art.
Yeah, we gotta go to the park.
Okay, so it is day 2 that we go to the park. So
Yep.
the park is a little bit of a pain in the ass. The park is a little bit of a pain in the ass because it's not necessarily a maze. It's just very, very sluggish to get through. Sabira, I'm gonna kick you out too. I'm gonna kick your ass out too. You did not say it's another Tang scene. I'm gonna beat up all of you. The entire wine cellar is on site right now. You're all on notice. All of you are on notice. Also, vibes are gonna end, and I'm so sorry. IRL Central Park? A little bit. I mean, because I think we are gonna do it.
That's literally where we're going. Just like the first scene of the game, that was Carnegie Hall. Like, you go to actual places in this game a not undue amount of time. And the bonus, there's a bonus, like, dungeon you unlock in New Game Plus, and it's just the Chrysler Building.
For the record, if y'all ever hear me threatening Norian, understand that he and I are like buddies.
See that? I have friends.
I love how quickly you're just like, I have friends, you
I
can't
do.
yell at me.
Prove it. Bam. Mic drop.
Oh my gosh. I love how this is in all caps because, like, everything else, it makes sense. Like, that's a name, all this other stuff. But then you get to this, and it's like, why is this in all caps again? I'm confused. Hello?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to say that all guns also have... All guns and armor, you can open up their slots, but they all have a limited number of slots they can do. So, like, for example, this one, if I were to put the mod permit on it, it would get rid of that kind of square that's at the bottom to let me know that I have 3 open slots. But I'm going to refrain from it specifically because I don't really have a whole lot of fun stuff to put on. Like, right now, I just have ×2 and ×3 things. When we start getting fun toys like fire and all that, that's when we want to start actually making changes. And then the gun that I have, or the 3 guns I have right now, are all relatively low tier. So I'm going to wait until we get some different things. We're going to wait till we get some different things. Oh yeah, and that's how SJ gets revenge. He just waits until it's time for fight night. And then it's like, yeah, I gotta beat you up. Oh yeah, there was a cutscene. I hate y'all so much. Please do not put fucking Kingdom Hearts in this, of all things.
The mitochondria is the Kingdom Hearts of the cell.
God, I hate it so much.
I do owe you sets in Third Strike.
Oh,
So select
no.
and make your first pick.
Oh no.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Oh my God. Why are y'all bringing goop? So yeah, it is really cool that they do try to base a lot of this game in New York, and they try to do it somewhat faithfully too, because you have Carnegie Hall, you have Central Park. I think a couple of the museums that are here are also accurate. You're not gonna wind up at the Met or something, but a lot of it is pretty decent. Oh yeah, and someone here is at the center of it all, and it's put up a barrier so that certain people can't get through.
I'm still here. There's just a minor little microphone. One of my kids tripped over
Oh no.
the wire of the headphones the other kid was using in the controller, and suffice it to say, it's a good thing that they each have a pair of headphones, because one of these is officially out of commission. So I'm gonna have to get another pair, but we will deal with that at another time.
I'm gonna throw you in the garbage, Sabira. Oh my god. Yeah, you're gonna set fire.
Risu, no, you cannot fire a magic missile at the Keyblade of the Darkness.
Why? No, My Little Pony
Because
friendship.
you didn't buy any spell components.
Lord. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna go into Central Park. And this has like a good chunk of random battles, but I do want to kind of level up some so I can get heal 1, which is something that Honorian was talking about earlier. Because again, you level up in this game and you get skills as you level.
Okay? When you're done, just so you know I'll be in the living room, okay? She's been here.
Not I love you and I belong to the garbage.
Hey.
Relentless sewer rats.
Mocha, you wrote cellular themed TTRPG, and I was thinking like phones, so I really was not properly parsing that sentence at first. I was like, what do you just want to play off Future Diaries?
So I think that the way that combat works in this is that they're random battles technically. Please get the fuck away from me.
Yup. Hey, Twisty, I just want you to imagine this fight with a club.
Nah, I'm Gucci on that.
Yeah.
Get away from me.
The club run is weirdly one of the types of challenge runs where, like, there are random annoying parts later, but by and large, the hardest part is the sewers, and then these fucking bastards.
Yeah, like, this sucks. Get
Because
out
you
of here.
spend so much time running around trying not to get hit, especially because you ain't got no poison resistance right now.
Yeah, I was about to say, these fucks poison you. So the way that poison works in this, the way that poison works in this game is when you get poisoned, it goes one of two directions. Either A, you have something to alleviate it, which is going to be like a heal or an antidote, or B, you finish the fight as fast as you fucking can. Because when you get out of combat, hang on a second, I do have a thing. Okay, got it. Because when you get out of combat, it'll automatically clear your ailments. But the thing is, that requires you to, you know, survive combat. Jeez, and yeah, you don't really want to play with that type of danger. You would much rather have something like heal 1. And I think that you also get, I think you get antidotes, so to speak. Eventually, they would say sometime. I have an offense 1 thing I haven't used. Is that here?
Yes, no, you do get an antidote PE ability.
Okay, that's all right.
The only thing that sucks when you first get it, it's expensive as hell. So, here's the thing. You'll notice in the bottom right corner, there's HP and then there's PE and it's a bar. Okay, you do not have MP as it's classically considered. You have PE, which is Parasite Energy. It does not restore between fights. The way it works is like, while you're in combat, it refills. As you use PE abilities, it takes longer and longer to refill.
Oh, I'm so like out of it. I do have heal 1. So here, I'll demonstrate. I'll demonstrate here. So you see how I have PE and there's like a little bit of rep missing in the very bottom version, but then if I pick something, it shows how much PE will remain. Early spells wear your PE out. Like, I mean, it tears you up. And as you level through the game, you do generate your PE faster. But early game, they don't want you to rely so heavily on it, so this is kind of like your swap off penalty. Where if I use heal 1 right now, which I'm going to, it says that I'm gonna have that much PE left. So like now I can't do it because I don't have enough PE at all, and I'm gonna go into combat with that little bit of green PE that it shows. I can walk around this screen for the next 10 hours and it will never ever go a point above that until I get in combat. The only way you can get it back is if and only if you let combat time pass. Which, for what it's worth, is kind of smart, because otherwise you get people like me, who you can see in the previous 3 RPGs we've played. When you give me a chance to regain my stuff without having to be in combat, I absolutely take advantage of it.
I would do the exact same thing.
I take absolute advantage of it. So
now,
this forces you to actually fight stuff.
Now, like I said, it restores over time in combat, but the rate at which it restores slows down as combat continues. There is a trick around that, however. There is an infamous glitch in this game. If you decide to play and you ever need a little extra help, you're finding it's a bit too hard, whatever, one of the tricks you can do while you're in combat, you saw earlier in the game when Twisted ran out of ammo, they were able to switch over to a club and attack that way. Much the same, you can actually swap your armor in battle. For whatever reason, the way the game's coded, as you're in a fight, when you switch your armor, your PE restoration reverts back to what it was at the beginning of the fight. So after you've healed a couple times, you do have the oh crap button that you can just swap your armor, and you'll be restoring your PE super fast again. That is very much so used in things like speed running.
Yeah, because you need to have, like, when you're in a tight situation or you need to just have skills readily available right away, it's a quick way to kind of swap back and forth on things without having to be like, okay, I guess I'm going to run around for the next 3 minutes and hope that I don't accidentally kill this thing. But with that being said, I'm going to take a small break. I want to go get a snack, and I want to actually crack open this bottle of wine, since apparently we're stable now, and we've been stable this entire time. And my OBS still does not show my bit rate, so that's fun. It's great. Do not sleep on it. OBS is still a piece of hot, wet garbage. So, I'm going to get some wine going, but I'm going to get up, stretch my legs, kind of get situated, see if there's something I can snack on. I'm going to go get some cheese. I think cheese is what I want. And I will be right back in just a moment. Does it happen to be in the way?
Meanwhile, I'm still here.
I
And the best part, I don't know actually if anyone can hear me. Now that I think about it.
Get away. Like, you don't notice this.
Oh no, y'all can't hear me. Okay. I'm going to ask Twisted about this when I get back. Here's, for those of you who were here at the beginning of the screen, before OBS decided to throw a mutiny, the original plan was to have me on camera. And there is a clip on this very channel of the last time I guest played alongside Twisted when we were playing Sonic Mania, where a raid came through while Twisted had walked away, and I was not on camera, and it was just an empty chair, and I welcomed everyone in and pretended I was the sentient voice of Twisted's chair. And so I wanted to ask if the reason I was going to be put on camera today was to prevent me from doing that.
Fuck y'all looking at the black chick for?
But now I'm here and I still have the capabilities, so the moral of the story is,
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
you know,
That's TOS.
don't trust me, basically. That's ultimately what we're getting at. Also, I love how we just ran through Code Vein real quick and got to see the return of the silky Brazilian.
Because I don't want to be banned. Otherwise,
That's the only reason.
I will never forget the silky Brazilian, to be clear. Hashtag never forget.
I told a friend who loves Marvel movies about Great Value Star-Lord, showed her a picture of him that I put into the stream, and I think she's still laughing. But the inaccuracies are where? Did you find them? Because I sure the shit can't.
Too late, SJ, it already happened. Can't put Pandora in the box.
There is no one there. I know there's no one. Oh no, it's perpetual. Perpetual, I'll be with you just.
Yes, an Orient Commentary Edition. Hashtag never forget the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
This room on hard mode.
You know what? I got some Cheez-Its. I could go get Cheez-Its. I think when Nessa returns, I'm gonna go get Cheez-Its. That sounds dank.
Excuse me?
Yeah, everyone knew what was going to happen when the realization was that I was going to be on stream. Everyone knew. Like, I don't know what y'all thought was going to happen, but you should have known, is the bottom line.
Oh my god, thank you so much for the raid. Oh.
I literally had my name
How is everyone?
in
Hello, everybody.
the wine cellar forcibly changed to residential Ryuji.
I'm a black queer content creator. I do tryhard games.
Do you think I get called Ryuji for... There it is!
No!
Hi there, folks. Welcome to Twisted Stream.
Fuck you, game.
I'm Twisted's Be Right Back video. I have gained sentience and the ability to welcome people in. Hi there. Welcome. We're glad to have you. Twisted will be back shortly from grabbing a snack to return with more Parasite Eve. Y'all have no idea how happy I am that this got to happen in the midst of that story.
Oh, I return and it looks like there's a raid. One of these a raid and some subbing.
There's a lot going on there.
Oh, okay, so hang on, what we got here? So thank you, extra credits for the raid, and also thank you for the 21-month resub. I can talk, I promise. Hi there, BRB video. It's me. I'm back. I finished making my snack. I'm here. I'm here. I got cheese and I have blackberries.
I was in the middle of explaining how the last time it's funny I'm on voice now, but I was joking about how originally the plan was to have me on camera. And when I was on camera, before everything went wrong, at some point I was gonna joke if I was placed on camera specifically to make sure I couldn't pull the same stunt I did last time, which is when a raid came in and I was like, "Hi everyone, I'm Twisted's chair. I've gained sentience and the ability to speak." And right as I was explaining that story, extra credits rated in, and so I said, "Hi everyone, I'm Twisted's Be Right Back video. I've gained sentience and the ability to speak."
Oh my god, I hate it so much. I absolutely hate it so much.
But there's another raid.
No, God! Okay, we're gonna go play games. Tina, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate you. We're trying to come back from break, and I'm being bombarded with so much love, despite the fact that according to Vault, we've restarted the stream 8 times. But that's okay, because now we're like playing video games and we're playing Parasite Eve. So hello to Tina's community as well. Tina's community and Extra Credits community. Welcome on in. If you're brand new here, I'm Pleasantly Twisted. I'm a Black Ace content creator. I do tryhard games and JRPGs. We do challenge runs, speed runs, and completionist things. And today we were failing a lot, but now successfully playing Parasite Eve with a wino regular Honorian on comms.
Hi.
Oh, delightful. A+. So yes, hi, I promise I am not a flustered mess. I am not trying to pour wine and eat a snack. It is all a figment of your imagination. I am 100% organized as hell. Please don't believe any of what I said. I am actually a disaster.
Also, I did just lower my gain a little bit in hopes that, like, because the people were saying that I was overpowering, so I brought it back a little. I don't know if it'll really help, but I figure maybe. But I also didn't want to go too far because I didn't want to go right back into we can't hear an Orion.
Yeah,
so.
I was about to say, the sound thing has been a thing all stream, so I've kind of like literally thrown it to the wind. And this is one of those moments where it's like, thank gods for captions. Oh my god. But yeah, snacks. I'm eating blackberries, some medium cheddar, and I have a glass of Pinot Noir. And we're gonna start being bougie and killing all types of weird stuff. No, don't overwrite it. Greetings, fellow disaster. Hello! Welcome on in, Diamond. And thank you so much to all the follows as well. Also, if we can get an exclamation point guest in chat, make sure you follow this person on comms too, because they've got a lot of knowledge about Parasite Eve, and it's kind of messy tonight.
Yeah, hi. Sometimes I talk about things that are legitimate. Not often. Not often. We can all be real.
I feel so much like that's my content in a nutshell. Where it's like, what can you tell us about Twisted Streams? Well, sometimes she has really knowledgeable and great insights about game design and game dev. And other times we spend 2 hours talking about cheese.
I reminded everyone while you were gone of the Silky Brazilian to give you...
Oh, I forgot about the Silky Brazilian.
I saw Code Vein come on screen and I was like, hashtag never forget the Silky Brazilian.
Oh my god, I forgot all about the Silky Brazilian. Yeah, that was a fucking time.
Oh my god.
I forgot about the Silky Brazilian. I don't know if we got that clipped. Do you have a schedule for the cheese streams? I wouldn't want to miss that. It's every stream. If I'm eating, it's probably cheese or like, I like the honey graham crackers from Annie's. So, I eat all types of nonsense. I eat, like, hang on. I have these fuck, I have these, which weird people out a lot because they're like cylindrical rice cakes. I've also got some honey butter chips. I have some Zapp's voodoo chips, which are like some of my favorite chips under the sun.
Zapp's is so good.
Zapp's, it's A+ stuff. I'm pretty sure I have more snacks that I just haven't named. Oh, I have guava candy. Yeah, if you're ever visiting me and you're like, Vanessa has no snacks, that's like a bold-faced lie. I almost always have snacks on deck. I'm that person that when you have an office setting, I'm the person who has a designated drawer that is nothing but snacks. It's me. Scribbly, where are you at that you have an H Mart? That's where I got my honey butter chips. Oh no. I don't know which bird's gonna act right. Oh no. Okay, we're good.
I mean, yeah, birds aren't real, so.
Oh, we're not doing this again, damn it. Please don't. Guava candy, I'm intrigued. Yeah! Hold on.
All right.
See? And like this. Oh, now this is a rarity. I actually named all of my snacks. You're in Tacoma? Oh, then you're nowhere near me. Oh, I love our H-Mart. I love our H-Mart. That's been like my favorite thing. Oh no, the junk begins. Shit, I messed up. Do you see where I messed up, Honorian? Honorian?
I'm looking. Not off the top of my head.
I don't need these keys anymore.
Oh, yeah. You know, I just honestly wouldn't even think about it. Yeah.
And
this
I just
is one thing that Parasite Eve does, like, what's it called? Like Resident Evil or whatever. You will be holding on to key items that you can straight up get rid of.
yeah, like I think I can just drop these outright.
I don't remember if you can drop them or if you've got to go bring them back. So what you can do, I know for sure, is like, if you find like a chest or whatever, you should be able to put them back into it.
Shit. Because there's the
your
exact
inventory's
problem.
already full.
Fuck. Well, I might just drop the junk. It's fucking junk. Yeah, I'm dropping the junk. Get that out of here. 200 pieces. Go away. And then the thing that's funny about the junk conversation we had earlier is that dude will actually tell you about how he wants your junk. Because you can get stuff from it. Don't get me wrong. This is going to be ammo and I'm going to get pissed off. Oh, it's not ammo. Oh, let's go. I keep pushing that shit. Yes. I don't know if I can go back or not either is the problem. Oh yeah, you have finite inventory space in this. Which is like a staple of a lot of the horror genre of that time frame.
Yes.
Also, can you by chance check to see if I can get rid of those keys?
I know you can.
But, I mean more appropriately if I need to.
No. Yeah, no. You just get rid of them now.
Okay,
I know
can.
you don't need the keys any further, either of them. You need the zoo key, but the theater key and the no, you can't like discard them though. You have to like put them somewhere. Now I think you can probably put one back in that the cabinet you just opened if you don't want to run all the way back.
I'm hoping so.
I think I may be wrong.
I'm about to
This
see.
is a grain of salt thing, but I'm almost positive you can. And so then if you can, I know basically as soon as you find another liminal chest, you get the same thing. No, dang it. So they won't let you access this like a chest. There are chests right outside the front gate though, so you can try one of those.
Okay.
I know you can put items back into the chest, the lockers you find, like the foot lockers you find around. Like the one that's gonna be right here, right when you come to this screen. Well, you go down a bit, and then there's one right here. Whatever. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, there's one right there. Oh,
shit. I should have one space. Yes, I would like to exchange items.
Damn it. Okay, they will only let you put it back in the, what's it called?
Well, there's also another thing I can do. I can at least do this. Because I wanted to try this before I did it. So that opens up one space. So I get another gun. I'm hopeful that I can actually, I don't know if I can go back is the problem.
No, you can.
To the
I can
precinct?
tell you that. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, good.
If you run back out to the first screen you were in where you like at the big U that you were walking along for a path that had like the one car kind of blocking part of your way. If you run past that far to the gate, it will let you run back out, and then out of the gate, I think you have to leave on the left side if I remember correctly, because like one of them doesn't work. But yeah, you can get back to the world map, and then from there you can go back to the police precinct.
Oh god, there's 3 of them. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Oh god, that was terrifying. Yeah. But I needed to get, like, the better gun going. 1, 2... Can we get the kill before it fights me? Oh god, thank you. Yeah, these snakes are shit. Ugh, god. It's, like, actual stress. Don't you do it. Get the fuck away from me. Fucking snakes, I don't have any fucking antidotes. I don't even have a way to fucking heal that mess. Oh my god.
So you can swap that with something, but it's got to be like...
Yeah.
I think. No, you can't.
I can't.
Wait, maybe? Do you have any junk?
No, I already threw it out.
Alright, then yeah. No,
I mean, it's fine. It's an early med. So that's fine.
Yeah.
Because that's the whole reason we want to get out of here.
Here's where, like, when you get back to the precinct, obviously you want to put the keys away, and then for now, if you're not modding a lot, for this is...
Yeah, I need to drop off that tool and that mod permit.
Yeah, I know you know, but, like, for chat, to be clear, I obviously know this game well. I mentioned already how I beat it without using guns. Twisted also is very familiar with this game. Like, I'm not about to tell her, like, outside of minor shit, like, can you leave right now? I'm not about to teach anything new. But, for you playing, if you're not about to be modding your guns, this is a good time to, like, put your guns in storage and things like that you're not bringing. Basically, save some space, because you're gonna run out.
I think I want to go... Perhaps?
Yeah, so that's the side. I think it's the other side. If you try to leave, it just straight up doesn't work.
Oh god, what a lifesaver. Because yeah, that would have been actually a problem. Because I think there's multiple keys I have to grab here too. So an interesting tidbit while I'm running back here, because we talked about how much we liked the hub music. If you go to the tutorial at the very beginning of the game before you even boot the game up, you can listen to this track, but slow down in a tutorial that you just sit in. It's a very interesting choice. It's a very interesting choice. Oh my gosh. Alright, dude. I need to store stuff. Oh my god. Please stop speaking to me. Yes. Get rid of these. You could even get rid of this, since I'm not doing anything with those right now. Look at all that fucking real estate. Delicious. Absolutely A+. Let's do this. Oh, much better. And the zoo key is the one that I need. Yeah. Dope. We're also gonna do... I am not using this. Get out of my bag. I'm not using you. Get out of my bag. Always keep the club on you, because if you out of bullets, the last thing you want to do is be stuck in combat.
Yup.
That's something that, like, you gotta take that ish seriously. Sort that. Go this way. Let's do it by attack. And... I think we're good. And then just to spot check and make sure. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and it says at the bottom 7. Dope. Dope, dope, dope. And we still don't have any fun weapons and stuff yet. Not quite yet. So I'm gonna keep that mod tool and that tool in there. Or mod kit and that tool in there. Keys taking up the same space as a gun always bugs me in games. I mean, it is what it is. Over encumbrance is a thing. And that's one way to just kind of identify it. And you can expand your bag a bit as well. Hold on, why am I mailing myself to your house? Time out. Time out. Out of phase and Yoko Shimomura praise intensifies. Hey, Gucci. Time out. But why am I drop kicking you? What did you do that would warrant a drop kick? I don't just arbitrarily drop kick. You have to earn your drop kicks. SJ's never met me though. Fun fact. You would think with a lot of the ways that we handle ourselves, a lot of us have met each other. The only person I think I've met from my mod team, I've met Sin. I've met Vivi. Obviously, I know GOG Polly. That's my boyfriend. So that one I've met often.
Right.
I met them often. And then there's of course my Discord mod, which is a Redevo, who does a lot of Discord stuff. That's a real life friend of mine. Anyone past that though, I haven't met anybody. There's a bunch of people I haven't met. Like just from in general. Oh god, I have to fight more snacks. It's gonna make me do it. I can't avoid them. Oh, that's what I wanted to make a comment on. So Parasite Eve is interesting in its combat in that it's random-ish. It's not quite random. Oh my god, are you fucking kidding me? What in the hell? What kind of racism? Almost lost my cheese. But yeah, you the one that ain't bit me yet. Fuck out of here. I think one more is good. God, that was a good idea. Cause I got fucked up. Who's on cycle? I think the one closest to me is on cycle. Yep, he is. Oh god, I got scared. Oh, thank god for the crit. Snakes hate you. Yo, the snakes in this game are not a joke though. Cause they bite and they can poison, and that sucks. Double crit, let's go. Oh, but I'll take your XP. And I will definitely take your bullets. Yes. So this is what I meant to about how, yeah, that snake party is not what I want. This is what I meant to about how, like, the ammo isn't really limited in this game. Like, it is limited, don't get me wrong. But knowing that you can't actually miss your shots unless you shoot and it misses makes a big difference. Because that was the thing with, like, Resident Evils and whatnot, is Resident Evil, the caveats are you can more times than not hit, but you have to aim for their head. If you're not aiming for their head, you're just making it into a bullet sponge. There's an ammo crate. I got a box. It's magical. Please do not question my box. And I don't need to go up there again, technically. I need to go up to this side. Fuck, I gotta fight these birds again. Oh my god, y'all were so aggressive. Can I get an attack cycle? One's trying. Should I bait it out? Damn, I can't even get the bait. Please! Okay, I'm just gonna start blasting.
So anyway, I started blasting.
And of course that one comes over as I'm blasting. Alright, what we got here? Almost lost my cheese. That's clip material right there, which is why I pressed it. I almost lost my cheese. Because those snakes, they're terrifying. Hell yeah, we got detox. Okay, that's what I wanted. So now this is going to become a lot less scary. But again, I have to still watch how much PE I have, because detox early game is a fucking brick of PE.
Oh yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
A massive brick of PE. Like, let me actually.
To an absurd degree.
Let me see here. I'm gonna use a medicine. Using a medicine both because I like full health and also because it's inventory management. But here, let me show you. That is how much PE is required to detox. Now, full disclosure, late game, not nearly as bad. Also, you'll get something that'll help drastically more. So it'll be like expensive, but very much worth it. But this is why early game, you're just like, nah fam, I'm not trying to get bit by anything. I'm not trying to get bit by a single thing. Alright, so let's go up here. And there's a box there. Oh my god. Sophia, please. So yeah, it's like every screen I think has like a guaranteed fight. What the fuck is that? Oh, it's a monkey.
Yeah.
A monkey with a boomer arm.
Yeah, that it can throw.
That it can throw. Broseph, your mouth though. That's an episode of what that mouth do that I don't want to know. Mitochondria care. I hate it. I hate it. Now we're gonna go up here. I can't remember if this is the zoo entrance or not. This is definitely the aviary at baseline, which means there's gonna be lots of birdies. Shit, I have to go around. Oh no. Not snakes in a hallway. Oh god. That was terrifying. Do I want to risk it and try and get the double crit? I'm gonna try it. I got the double crit. They have like 2 HP each, which is actually rude. Oh, that's another fun thing too. All of your bullets do not have to go to the same target. You can quite literally, if you have something like something Sabir was talking about earlier, that's a good strategy too. If you have something that's like 5, 6, 7 times on a gun, you can legitimately dump half of your shots into one target and then half your shots into another target. But again, all of your damage is going to be divvied up. That's the only downside.
And again, the weird thing is it's not like it's an even thing. Like, it's not like here's 100% of your damage for one shot. If you have a 2-shot gun, each does 50%. If you have a 3-shot gun, each does 33. No. It's like one shot is whatever 100% would be. 2 shots will each end up being something like 70 to 75-ish%. 3 shots, each of them comes out to like 60 something. It's somewhere to where, depending on your exact power, 2 or 3 is always optimal. Once you get to 5 shots though, every shot is something like 15% of your power. Like, you're literally better off shooting, just having a gun that only shoots once.
Let's see. And I'm almost out of here again. I'm just gonna go ahead and use it on this. I am burning my defense ones just on principle because I could wait and stack them. That is a very viable strategy, but the amount of stuff that you would have to just stack it, it's like you're fine if you use them early. It just for it to be worthwhile, you need to have many, and it's annoying. God, I want to.
Electo, this is more of the FX channel version of Snakes on a Plane.
Oh my god, please.
The dub that included the line, and I quote, "That's it. I have had it with these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane."
Oh my god, I remember the censorship was just so out of control. But I get it, but it's like, this just sounds bad. Y'all know that, right?
Yep, but that was a real thing for those who don't know. FX tried to show snakes on a full plane, but there was so much they had to bleep, they genuinely started just having fun with it. So you legit got lines like, "I have had it with these monkey fighting snakes on this Monday to Friday plane. Strap in, we're gonna break some freaking windows."
It's a real thing. Damn, I really can't do anything of value with that. My inventory is almost full again. Hate it. Hate it. Suffering. I remember that they went all out. Yeah. I think that's one of my favorite things from the 90s that we should bring back, honestly, is the, hang on, let me move this a little bit and help y'all out. Help myself out. That's one of my favorite things from the 90s that I miss, earnestly, is when they would go to censor stuff and they would use things like phrases that were close, I guess, or my all-time favorite is wild noises. So like, you'd be listening to music on the radio and they would play like a tiger growl for something, and it's like, who thought of this? All right, I want the monkey out of here first, because you got a boomer arm. Throw your arm. All right, we just not gonna be smart? What are we doing? Oh my gosh. That's fine. I deserve that. But now you did. Oh, you got throws. Aha. That was fair. That gives me an incentive to use my medicines. Get out of here. I saw a Matrix TV edit that censored Jesus Christ, that thing's real, and changed it to Jeepers Creepers, that thing's real. And it's like,
nice.
You at least gotta match the inflection and stuff. What are you doing? You're freaking weirdos? And now the Junk Crusade begins. I was looking at that done for live streams too. I've been thinking about doing it, Tina, but the thing is, I'm already so notoriously bad about remembering to bleep myself that I don't think I would keep up with all the like fun sound effects. Cause like the tiger growl always took me out. The tiger growl takes me out. The like woman screaming takes me out. I'm just like, who thought of these sound effects? These are awful. All right, I'm getting rid of this snack first. This was rude. No, don't bite me! Oh god, I got it in time. Come here. Yeah, baited. Just get a morning show us soundboard pack. I know, but Mocha, the problem is I don't even remember to push the button on a regular basis. Like the that I have here already, I push it so seldomly.
It's great when you do, if I can add that though.
Oh my god. There's just something I feel that is indefinitely funnier about censoring the bad word than just saying it. Because like everyone knows that I have like a potty mouth for days. Everyone is very, very aware of that. That's not hidden information. Also, do I want to go to the zoo first or do I want to go to this right side? Because I know that that gate's the zoo. The dolphin noises are so good. Oh my god, the dolphin noises crack me up.
I can't hear those without thinking of SpongeBob.
That's fine,
Sailor
though.
Mouth is generally one of my favorite episodes of that entire show.
Oh my god.
How the dolphin noise are ya?
Well, dolphin noises are pretty good. Or like monkey screeches, those are good too. Like it's just whoever came up with that, whoever's job that is, I envy them. I envy them. Also, how you doing, Chainsmoke and Data Wizard? This is an absolutely wild game. Oh yeah, it is. Great game, but absolutely out of control. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I can't go that way because a freaking charred corpse is blocking me. Oh no, I didn't want to do that yet. Bollocks. I feel like Ed and Eddie sound effects would be great for censorship. Oh my god. You are not wrong. First playthrough or multiple? Oh god, no, Data Wizard. This is one of my favorite games of my childhood. So this is like my technically third or fourth playthrough, and it's been the last time I played this, I think I was in college, which was well over 10 years ago. God, was it? Hold on, I have to think about that. I got my master's in 2012. Yeah, I've been out of college for 10 years. Holy f***. Yeah, I've been out of college for 10 years. So the last time I played this is longer than that even. It's been like maybe 13 years since I played it. God, time is an illusion. That's what you get for playing Guilty Gear. Now, why are you coming for SJ's neck like this?
Oof. Oof, that was an attack.
Yeah, like why are you doing this? Why would you attack SJ? We have delicious blackberries and cheese and you would attack SJ in front of God and everybody? Alright, come here. Come on, you can do it. Do the coil up. Yeah, buddy. I just want everyone to know that that was a pro dodge because I definitely should have got bit there. I absolutely should have got bit there. I have such good memories of this game. Love the environment work. Ah, the OST so good. So good. I still never fully finished Chrysler. I need to do that at Counterpoint. Spicy Counterpoint. Do you need to finish Chrysler? Because we got YouTube now.
Listen.
Listen,
Given what my future holds, you don't. I still have to do that, by the way. But I effed up on my last run and it just took the wind out of my sails, and so I got to redo it. I don't really have to fully redo it from scratch, but I more or less have to redo it from scratch.
Nah, see, that's tiring. Like Chrysler Building. Oh, Chrysler Building.
So basically, I would have had to try. If I didn't, I would have had to try going into the Chrysler Building with the basic starter club.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
At the end of the game, I didn't realize and saved afterwards that I completely forgot that homeboy comes up to you and he's like, I'll put an inscription on your stuff, on a weapon and a piece of armor. And I had already, pumped up my armor, but I guess I screwed up and skipped through and didn't put the inscription on my weapon, so I wasn't able to bring that stuff over.
No.
On the new Game Plus file.
No.
So now I have to redo it. At the very least, I have to replay through the game, even if I'm not technically gonna do the club run for off-screen or whatever, so I can get through to the end of the game, beat it, so I can carry, and still at least do what I need to have a pumped-up club, so that I can bring it over and everything into a new Game Plus to actually try Chrysler Building. It's a whole ass thing.
Look at that. Look at us. We got healed too. We're growing up. Getting so big and strong. Yeah, I'm not going to heal yet. What is it? 45? 40? Hang on. 40, that puts us at 120. I can go ahead and heal. It's just 1 HP off. Also, as y'all can see, because I am also being the world's sloppiest player right now, cycling through your medicines is life-saving type of stuff. And that loops back. I don't want to fight the fucking SpongeBob twins again, so I will gladly fight a monkey and 3 birds. I didn't ask for Ishiwatari to invent May. Yeah, May is nightmare fuel. May is nightmare fuel. Can confirm that. Will co-sign that. Alright, so now we're gonna go this way. Oh, so Central Park in particular is really, really rough just because of the fact that you have... This is the early kind of quote-unquote dungeon area. And your bag is super limited. Your guns are pretty mid, by and large. And they want you to go through this whole part with just that. So this is where they pretty much are forcing you into a state of, okay, you're going to learn how to cycle your items, and you're going to learn how to value things over other things. And that's all there is to it. Because if you do not, you are going to have a bad time. If you think you're going to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to save up a ton of junk. No, you're not.
You're not.
You're not. You can let that go. Again, I remember this being much more nightmarish when I was younger, and now I'm, closing the gap to 40. Yeah, well, I mean...
There's a cutscene that's about to play for people, and again, we're getting into... It's gonna be some body horror.
Mm-hmm. A lot of body horror. Oh, you're right. This is the big body horror.
Yep.
It's the big body horror, and that's gonna be, or as Risu calls it, Tang, and that's gonna be a recurring theme throughout the game as well. Also, peep that her hands are small.
For no reason.
Right. That was one of my favorite things about Eve's model, is that once she gets to this point, depending on the cutscene, her hands are small or large, with no in between. And there's never a moment where you get to see them, expand again. They are either just small or large. It's actually gloves. So yeah, in this cutscene, her hands are just small. No explanation for that.
None.
So this is what Risu has been calling Tang.
Yep.
And again, this is a recurring theme for the entire game. Congratulations. Juicy. You were on the other side, and you were hearing whatever the hell happened? Mm-hmm. It's Tang, but also people. Did you know Tang is actually people? I'm so sorry if you don't get that joke. There's someone out there that's not going to get that joke, and I know it.
Is it a Soylent Green situation?
It is.
Gotcha. Soylent Tang is people.
Mm-hmm. Spent about 10 years, give or take, being assaulted by flying Eureka. May is cute, but literally those squeals and shouts are burned in my brain. I got that joke and I hate it. Not for Soylent Green, though. Oh my gosh. I do not love it. You can find Soylent Green in Wally World. What?
Well, you can find Soylent.
Oh god. And she just dips.
And then she just dips.
Like, she literally just is like, I don't have time for you, and
like,
deuces out.
And I'm done here.
Girl, I ain't talking to you. Go away. Why do you have pictures? Tang, it's a kick in the glass because it used to be someone's foot. Wow. Wow. I hate all of it. But Electo, the energy on that, just, nope. No, I'm good.
That's literally what it is.
Hands up. Nah, I ain't gotta listen to you. And she
Midsummer
did.
Catch Eve in Jordan Pools.
Jordan Peels.
Nope.
Nope.
I said Jordan, but that's a basketball player.
Oh no. Alright, let's see what we can do with this box that they conveniently changed the camera on you for.
Yup.
Got him. So yeah, let me see what my bullet situation looks like. Okay, it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. I got 7 bullets hanging out my other gun, but I just can't be arsed. Also, going back to the conversation that we were having before about Parasite Eve is literally by tagline called the cinematic RPG. Even though you're doing the horror stuff, you gotta treat it like it's an RPG. You gotta do it. Which means if you think that there's a cookie there, your spider sense is probably not too far off. It's probably not wrong. And so, of course, here's another case. You see where the body is going, and it's like, it's gonna go south. So guess which way we're going, team? Not south. We got some investigating to do. What if there's cookies? Even if it is a roundabout. At the absolute worst, it'll be a fight. I don't see the boxes. And I actually can't go into that. I know you're not pulling my leg, but I heard about it the first time and figured it had to be a meme. Hang on a second. Yeah, I want to go this way for a second. I'm kind of sad because I'm out of cheese. And I want more cheese.
That's fair.
And I don't...
Counts.
Yeah. It's a meme because it exists. So yeah, you see how they also hand you like tons of tools early on. If there is something you want to save up, you want to save up on tools. Definitely save those so that if you know that there's like a pretty potent gun you want to make, do it all in one fell swoop.
Mm-hmm.
Do it all in one fell swoop. But there's little to no value, in my opinion at least, in using the tools right away because you don't really have anything to shuffle around. Okay, that's what I thought. Like a withered arm?
You can move the... With guns, how it has like the +2, +1, things like that. You can move one of those bonuses onto another gun, but 2 points is not making a big difference.
No.
And so, like, if you use them incrementally, what you're gonna end up with is early guns getting 2 and 3 more points of damage, maybe, and that's it, which doesn't really change anything. If you save them the way Twisted is doing, you get, like, later on, you will be able to F shit up with a gun of choice.
I feel like my spider sense is tingling. I feel like a gun is nearby.
I think it's the next screen.
You bait it. Get dead. Oh no. My ATB, please. I take your 2 and raise you a fuck you.
And raise you a fuck you.
Right. Why are you flapping so hard? That was like intense. I was confused for a second there. Oh, thank dogs, I'm not about making fun of other people's dead friends. Oh, whoa, hold on, what happened? Yeah, I'm not taking all this fucking junk. Get that junk out of here. So another thing about the junk that's particularly infuriating, if I'm being really honest, is that junk takes up an item slot, but then also, in terms of people who want to use junk to get super powerful weapons, this is one of the only places that it drops.
Uh-huh.
And correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if you could come back here after day 2.
You can, but certain screens that spawn enemies now that drop junk just straight up won't. It becomes so much longer. And which is saying something, because it's already such a damn procedure.
Right. So now I'm poisoned. But I think I'm gonna muscle through it. Because it gives me an excuse to use stuff. Don't hit me! Bat bear.
No.
No! Also, I have something for this, actually.
Shot him right in the booty.
Sometimes you gotta shoot the butt cheeks. I don't know why that missed me, but okay. I'm actually not gonna do that. I'm gonna do heal 2. Because I'll be able to get my way through it. And I'm just gonna muscle through. Oh no! Bad bear. No. Oh, lots of bullets. I love that. Is that what certain people do IRL? So you have Soylent, but you offer him almost anything else and he'd devour that? Wait, what? What did I just miss? Why am I always missing stuff? Also, I'm gonna take a regular pot, since we are apparently just past that point. My spidey sense is still tingling. There's a gun here and I know it. Oh no, not double boomerangs. Am I actually stuck on you?
Oh no.
I was. Collision, please. Let you do your thing. I love how she looks down, like she has to really focus on where she's shooting. Oh, you're dead. That should... Oh, I got 1 XP left. You wouldn't believe the things people do with their junk IRL, Mocha? Oh my god. I don't like that my spidey sense is going off. And I feel like it's the first shotgun you get. I don't like it, boss. Bandersnatchers? I think I can go in that bottom area too. I am gonna check that bottom area first. No, I'm almost out of blackberries. The worst thing about buying blackberries at the store, I feel like, is that that single box easily can be like a single serving.
Yup.
And so, like, I'm just sitting here, quietly sad that I have 2 blackberries left. And these were some big blackberries. Ah, shit. Me and Risu were having a conversation about a coworker of mine that got into Soylent while he's still at my job. I used a turn of phrase that implies something bad happened to him by me. He just went back overseas. Ah. Fair. Alright, so I don't see a box over here.
You don't. If you go back through under the bridge, I think there's some stuff
hiding on the sides, maybe.
So yeah, right
I
here.
see the boxes right here. I wasn't looking for them the first time. I was more concerned I was accidentally progressing. PE defense. Protect me from gym class.
Hello.
Here, you can have this jump. I would much rather have defense. Yeah, we're just gonna slap that on. I feel like the vests themselves weren't like a really big hyper invested, if you don't do this you're fucked type of thing. It's the guns where it's like, nah, you gotta be smart about that mess. Cause I'll use these defense ones and all that, and I'm gonna guarantee get a vest that's gonna be like, okay, cool, so this blows it completely out the water. Oh my god, Aya, please run. Please run. Okay, but Risu, which Red Hot Chili Pepper CD? This is important. Oh my god, not by the save spot. Where am I from? I'm using an interesting mix of phrases. I am born and raised, unfortunately, in the United States. And, I gotta kill you before you hit me. I'm born and raised in the United States, but I also have a lot of UK followers just by and large. And then it's a weird kind of amalgamation of things and stuff. I'm not really sure where I picked up a lot of my UK nonsense, if I'm being really honest. Oh good, that died. I love that. But I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri. I'm originally from St. Louis, Missouri, and I am currently living my best life. I didn't mean to do that, shit. I'm currently living my best life in Colorado. At least I'm trying to live my best life.
Yeah.
That might be up for debate.
I mean, listen. Could be like me living my absolutely not best life in Florida.
I feel like the first problem there is that it's Florida.
Oh yeah. It's the first, it's the middle, it's the last, it's all the problems.
The primary issue here is that I am existing in Florida and I dislike that.
Yeah, not a fan.
Alright, we're on boss time. I was gonna say, I gotta listen to the music.
Here it is. Yep.
Oh no.
For
Sadness
those of
was
you
sad.
who think this boss looks like it might be annoying,
It is.
yes.
I got one hit at least. We call these bullet wasters. I'm gonna take a hit for that. Oh, the thread though. I might not thread that. I did thread it.
I believe in you.
Looks like we got a little bit of a strat going. Okay, I don't want that one. I want this one. We're gonna do one shot to be safe. Okay, I called that right. Oh, come on, ATB. Alright, one down. Dope. I feel like they're getting larger. Don't like that. That's fine. I'll take that. That I don't appreciate, though. So I am gonna heal after this.
Yep.
Ooh, you tried it. 1-800, you tried it. I'll be fine now. Since now we don't have the directional ones. Oh, we do have directional ones. You're just a dick.
Yep.
Gotcha, bitch.
Woo.
Get threaded. And they are growing.
That was a good one.
I was like, get
Yes,
threaded.
as you kill individual ones, they do grow, and their attack also grows. And for those, Wax Witch, thank you.
I want that one actually, because it went second. I am gonna take a moment to heal this time. Which sucks, but it's safer. I've heard rubbish and water closest closet more than a few times here, IRL. Man, fucking hogwash. Ah, boo. Can't get the kill, but she does get a shot off beforehand. Come on. Y'all are both, like, on the edge.
I don't know why this makes me want to play Legend of Dragoon again. Because PS1 RPGs with unique mechanics.
PS1 RPGs, you could have just stopped there, honestly.
That's a good point.
Like, PS1 RPGs, the slappiest of slap. Come on, get your big ass out here. Oh god, you're all the way over there.
Oh, for a second I was like, are you gonna get away with that? Nope.
I almost thought so too. I was like, you really not gonna count that?
Ooh, very nice.
I was gonna say, yeah, I knew they were both pretty
well,
middling.
She got revenge there.
Right. He hit me, so I killed him.
Hit that sweet, sweet double level.
Love that. Love to see it. Love PS1 graphics so much. Want to make my own actual PS1 game one day. God, the PS1 graphics really do hit different. Even when they're ugly, there's just something about them that you're like, yeah, I rocks with this.
There's a reason why Bloodborne PSX and Bloodborne Kart are happy. Are things that a lot of people are playing beyond just the gimmick of it all. Like a bunch of people are playing unironically for a reason.
Yeah. Like, I still need to play Bloodborne PSX. And Lilith is dope. And hey, Pikachu, I haven't said hi to you. How are you doing today? We're going to slap down a regular medicine just to be safe. Because I don't like being less than half health. That shit's dangerous in these streaks. Actually, I could use some PE. Oh, we have fun cutscene. But I also want to use some PE. So, yeah. I like how she continues to put her gun on Eve like it means literally anything to her.
Up. Like, what is this accomplishing? You literally know this chick will just reform at will.
Not even that. You know that she's going to take the smart route that many antagonists don't. She's not here to monologue. She's like, oh, I don't have time for you. And she just chucks deuces. She is the meme before the meme. She chucks deuces and vanishes. Because Square never stops throwing ideas at all. Pikachu, we had that exact conversation earlier about how Squaresoft before the Square Enix days was just a bunch of devs being like, but what if we did this? And that was like such a beautiful time frame.
Why not? Yeah.
Yeah. Now she got gloves. Yes. Now there is going to be some upcoming more spontaneous combustion. There is going to be more spontaneous combustion. I'm out of blackberries, and I am very sad.
Now, I was about to say, though it already happened, now the spontaneous combustion in this case isn't people. That may make it better or worse.
Right. Oh, by the way,
there's another
we don't
fight.
make it. Yeah, we don't make it to more than day 3 before they're like, so how do you feel about boss gauntlets? Now, the other things that are really important about some of their dialogue is that everything that Eve says is extremely deliberate. Extremely deliberate. And it's not just deliberate in story, it's deliberate in how your character levels, it's deliberate in how your character learns and changes with the story. All of the things that she says are like super duper critical because it's not cryptic, it is very straightforward, and your main character just does not realize that.
Yeah, Eye is not the sharpest spoon in the shed.
Not the sharpest spoon. Hold on. I forgot what your moves are, so I'm just gonna shoot you. Yeah, well that answers that question.
Yeah, it's just like, it's all super telegraphed. Run to what few corners you have.
By the way, I'm running in a carriage, because of course I am.
Yeah, we're not gonna focus too much on the logic on this one.
This is also your reminder that baiting is good for you. Always
Yes.
bait. You're getting Fifth Element vibes from this background music, you know. The diva,
I mean, you're not wrong.
yeah, the diva is proud of you.
Where's Ruby Rod when you need him?
And you're also talking to the streamer that has a full-scale Fifth Element tattoo on her wrist. So, like,
Yes.
please, more Fifth Element references. That's probably why I like this game so much early on.
Aya running up every time she sees someone with a gun. Multi-pass!
Hang on, the multi-pass is actually a weapon. She's just throwing it at people.
Aya Brea multi-pass!
I love too that she's like, let me explain directly, and the hand just goes out, and it's like, see,
Yup.
that's the time you should have had the gun out.
Correct.
Parasite Lilu, hang on, I have to correct you slightly, because it's Leeloo. I'm just letting you know that. I may or may not own a replica a multipass. It's one of my goals to cosplay Lulu Dallas. Oh my god, Risu, please. I really think there was a gun in this park, and I just missed it. But I should be able to come back and get it.
You can.
Okay. Is it a shotgun?
I don't remember.
I have the guide up, and I haven't looked at it once.
I don't think you get the shotgun in the park. I think you're still talking handguns and rifles.
Okay.
But I'm fully willing to accept I might be wrong.
What's funny is that I found a PDF of the strategy guide. Open it up for stream. Haven't looked at it once. Haven't even attempted. But I also feel like this game is another example of a game that keeps you on track that isn't so hand-holdy, but there's also only so many places that you can go. And you eventually still just wind up at, hey, this is where we're supposed to be. Also, this is a part of the story like I was talking about before with Daniel. If you're following along, Daniel and his recent wife divorced. Ben is their kid. He has custody. And this is just the kid trying to bring the family back together. And to say that I relate to this content is so much of an understatement. Because I remember when I was 7 and my parents divorced, I legit tried to do that for probably like 3 years afterwards.
Yep. But for those of you who are paying attention now, Ben is sitting here like, Mom ran to where the stage was, and we saw how that ended for basically everyone there. And
Yep. Eva's been trying to reach A about her expiring warranty on her powerhouse mitochondria. Oh my god. Also, here's your generic cop fucking trope right here. Oh, this is dangerous.
Yep.
We should call in the army. And it's like, bro, come on. Like, really? That's your immediate response? The only decent response that was had here right away was, yeah, so we should, like, evacuate the city immediately. Luckily, most people are gone, but, like, just don't... If you could just not let them back in, that would be dope. You're not in a happy story, buddy. Hi, PT in chat. So what's super condensed plot so far? I don't know anything about Parasite Eve. The super condensed plot is this. You play as a woman who works for the NYPD and you put an asterisk by that because yes, ACAP, but it makes more sense later. As you are working with NYPD, you go on a not quite unspoken of date, but you go on a date. The date goes south. The opera you're going to watch has an opera singer that can sing and turn people into incinerated flames. And that's the start of your story. So you're chasing this woman who can set people on fire. And she's kind of hot, both metaphorically and literally. And then you just chase her all over the place and you're learning about mitochondria and it's all incorrect. And most of the cops are useless except for the black guy here who's actually fucking dope. And we just fought her again. And now Daniel's like, remember that time we had another cop and none of y'all cared? And that's the plot so far. I think that's accurate.
Yeah, pretty much.
Case in point, your character, who is Aya Bria, is missing. Everyone's like, we should evacuate. And Daniel's like, but we should save Aya. And they're like, but evacuate. And he's like, cool. Well, I'm going to go save Aya and not be a dick. And y'all can, like, do whatever. Also, Club and Gun. Yes, and this is, if you're not familiar with it, a not quite JRPG, but still JRPG from Squaresoft that is like Resident Evil if it was an RPG. Also, the art for Ben, if you ever look at the concept art, is like the most adorable thing. Also turn-based, but kind of
really
not.
Is.
Yeah. It's turn-based. You do have ATB. Well, it's not ATB, but you do have active time, and it levels with your character. You level up in the game. You learn skills. You get better upgrades to your weapons and your defensive stuff. All that. Oh,
What's up?
Wasabi Cat, thank you so much for the raid. Hello, everyone from Wasabi Stream. If you're brand new here, oh, hey, Trent. If you're brand new here, I'm Pleasantly Twisted. I'm a black asexual content creator. We do tryhard games and JRPGs. We do challenge runs, speed runs, and completionist things. And today, as part of JRPG summer and Leo season, that's important too because it's coming up on my birthday. Listen, straight up, all the voting was done. I was like, dope. So we're playing Parasite Eve for my birthday, and it's, by the way, non-negotiable because birthday privileges. So yes, we're playing Parasite Eve, and we have a guest on mic who also does challenge runs of this game, amongst other things.
Hi, I'm Honorian.
You can do exclamation point guest to follow his channel as well. And yes, my birthday's not till August proper. I'm just a little shit, but thank you so much, Scribbly Wibbly. I gotta get a little movement on this day. Thanks for the great stream. All right, Risu, thank you for hanging. I appreciate you.
If you do birthday month, if your birthday is too early in the month, you get to claim the end of the prior month.
Mm-hmm. See, I'm like right in the middle. I just appreciate that your name is Booty Spoon. I just want you to know that. I just want you to know that. That is so good for no reason. And Fluffy Hair, welcome on in. Oh my gosh. But yes, Wasabi, how was your stream? How was your stream? Let me see. Did we get you a shout out? Yes. And what was you talking about? What was you over there chatting about? This game has amazing OST. Correct.
Also, you mentioned what's it called? You mentioned how Ben is so cute in the art. This game's also the artist, the actual character artist for this game was Tetsuya Nomura. So like, the characters all look Nomura as hell in the art. That's the best way I can describe it.
We're playing Final Fantasy. We gotta do the raid and run. Have a wonderful stream. It's not a problem. Thank you so much for the raid. It is appreciated immensely. Let's see what we have here. Okay, good. I'm all caught up. This is your reminder that, by the way, the entire arc we just did was on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Everybody dead.
Game's got a pedigree. This lore confused me though, but I did stop playing on the third disc. Well, this game only has 2 discs, so are you thinking of a different Parasite Eve, perhaps? Oh my god.
I actually love this.
I would say I love Medea so much.
But I love the whole thing. Like, I'm sorry, I don't This Jesus Christ.
What?
Oh, yes. Can you speak Japanese? Like, he's literally playing like, I've got to get by these guys, so I'm gonna fake. Like, oh, I don't speak English too well. And then, okay, there's an out. I'm out.
That's Final Fantasy 7. It might be Parasite Eve 2. I was gonna say, yeah, Parasite Eve 1 is a 2-discer. Final Fantasy 7 was a 3-discer. Hang on. Do I remember all this? Final Fantasy 7 was a 3-discer. Final Fantasy 8 was a 4-disc. 9 was a 4-disc. 10 we moved over to PS2, so we could put it all on 1 disc. Parasite Eve was 2-disc. Brave Prince Musashi was 1. In-Hander and Urguys were 1. They didn't need all the extra. The only ones that had multiple discs were strictly because of all the FMVs that were on it. Which, fun fact,
Right.
if you ever want to see something very entertaining and funny with PS1 games, if you still have your PS1 and you still have some PS1 discs that are like 3 or 4 discs long, take a moment. This is my favorite to do with Final Fantasy VII. In the middle of combat, open your PS1, take out your disc that you're currently using, put in a different disc. Doesn't matter as long as it's Final Fantasy VII. Close your door back, watch it slow down for a second, and then pick up in combat. The main reason all of these games have multiple discs is strictly due to the movies, but on every single disc is a full game. So you can legitimately play all of Final Fantasy VII on the wrong disc if you felt so inclined, but the caveat is that when it triggers a cutscene, what it does is it'll mess up. Because what'll happen is it'll play through it, but it'll reference a certain timestamp on the disc, and it'll just start playing a cutscene from there. So if you don't have on the correct disc, it'll just pick up from there, and you'll start in like the middle of a scene or like the end of a scene, and it's just all over the place. It's actually really funny, and it goes for the length that it expects you to run the entire movie, and then it picks up like nothing happened. It picks up like nothing happened, like it didn't just play the wrong movie for you. These are all multi-disc strictly for the videos that are on it. Yeah, fun facts. Fun things you learn about your disc because you're a bored 16-year-old.
Which accordingly means that there was actually a fun little abusable trick you could pull in FF7 back in the day. If you ever wanted to have an easier time beating bosses or anything, on a PS1, cast region on your characters and then pop open the disc tray. The healing will continue to proc, but the actual ATB won't move. So you just get to sit and heal as long as you want.
Uh-huh. Is that how people did Wild Times of Final Fantasy IX for the Excalibur 2 weapon? No, like you actually had to route that. That's just actually hatred incarnate. Like,
yeah, let me speak as someone who, and this is true, did an Excalibur 2 perfect game on original hardware.
Nah, I'm good on that. Like, I remember reading the strats for it, and I was like, nah, I'm Gucci. Even when I was under 20. Yeah, it's just, no.
I was like, I want to be able to have a lower level character so I can level up and have all the game stats, but I also want to be able to get the Excalibur 2, and there's a whole guide on how to do it. You can follow the guide step by step. Don't. I cannot stress this enough. Don't.
Yeah. Excalibur 2 is one of those things that, like, earnestly and honestly speaking, aggravates me because okay. I said that I do speed runs and challenge runs, right? But something I struggle with the idea of is speedrunning an RPG because they are usually crafted in such a fashion that you have to take your time in them.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to take your time in them. Excalibur 2 existing the way it does is specifically frustrating because it forces you as an everyday player to more or less figure out how to speedrun a game to the final disc to get a weapon that is only useful for one character. And it's not even like a good character, in my opinion.
Well, okay, we're gonna fight about that.
We're gonna have to, because Steiner can kiss my ass. He irritates me.
But okay, I replayed it with Seffi recently, most of it anyways. Steiner shows growth. Like, if you actually see him properly played out, he starts out annoying as hell, but he does show growth, and he is an understandable character at a lot of points.
He does grow. I still don't like him.
Now there's better characters. I'm gonna agree with you there.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we're on the same wavelength. I can get behind that. He also
he's wearing cargo short armor. So
yes,
that's automatically points off. He has cargo shorts armor.
Yeah, and he was one of the characters. I don't like the big bulky characters. Like, period. It doesn't matter what game I'm playing. I don't play a lot of like heavy duty tanking characters. If I want someone tanky, I'm gonna lean into a bruiser. So we're team Amarant here. We like that, man.
See, that's the thing, though. You're gonna talk about how Steiner annoys you in a game where Amarant exists.
I mean, I don't pay attention to him. He's easy to ignore.
He's literally filler.
I mean, you're not wrong.
If you remake the game and remove him entirely, nothing changes.
You're not wrong by any means.
It's infuriating because he's mechanically one of the best characters. Like, I will tell you, if you've never even looked into like an Excalibur 2 run, whether it's an Excalibur 2 run, a perfect game, Excalibur 2 run, whatever, a low-level run, Amarant is integral because there's so many things you can do to him that you can just break things wide open and be 9999ing people regularly without even trying, like before anyone else is doing consistent damage. But he just doesn't matter.
Yeah, from a story standpoint, even Queen of Quinn has more story and lore and placement in the story than Amarant does. And that's wild, because Queen of Quinn is like
Queen of Quinn's literally just a joke.
Yes. Queen of Quinn's a joke that's there to kind of help supplement Vivi and, to an extent, Eco.
Mm-hmm. Like, the fact is, like, the bottom line is two of the greatest atrocities of that, and I love FF9. It's like, I've gone back and forth about this, but it's probably my favorite Final Fantasy. I love that game with all my heart. The two greatest atrocities it pulls is it introduces you to someone as cool as Freya and then front loads all her story to where she's got story until disc 2 and then she ceases to matter.
Okay, give me 1 second because this part's important for what we were talking about before with regards to Melissa. So you remember how I said that Melissa was on all those meds and it had something to do with a liver transplant? This is going to be the start of that whole conversation, and you're going to start being able to connect the dots of how everything happened here. Because this is Medea. Medea's a good being. He really is a good being, and he tries his best, and he does everything he can. And he concedes his shortcomings, and that he's like, no, I'm the scientist in the back. You're not going to catch me on the front line. You're not going to give me a gun. Like, it'll be a bad time for all parties. And so he's telling them about how an incident like what they're dealing with now happened in Japan a few years back, and the culmination of it. So some scientist was in Japan, his wife had a car accident, and they tried to culture her liver cells to keep her alive. So this is going to be the start of where all the stuff goes south. Because as you can see, they named the cells Eve, and this is the start of all the bad stuff. So I'm going to leave this up here, or actually I can read it. Okay, after acquiring the scientist's sperm, Eve tried to give birth to an ultimate being. Okay, so that's important, and we're going to put a pin in it. Ultimate being? What kind of being? As you just said, it's the ultimate being. Like, you answered your own question. Like, I don't understand why you're confused about this. You answered it before you asked it. So this is the info from the live-action movie, or are these not connected? Yes and no, because they're all based on the novel. Honorian, let me finish this scene and then I'll let you do the info dump again about what order everything came out.
Yep.
She the being who mutated from the liver cells, couldn't maintain her body for long. By the way, before the car accident occurred, the wife had registered to have her organs donated. So after the accident, her kidneys were transplanted into a young girl. And Eve implanted a fertilized egg in the young girl who gave birth to an ultimate being. I was extremely interested in this and went to the lab so that I could continue research. After hearing about this incident, I had to fly over here. What the hell is going on here? I wish I could explain more. So Aya is about to drop the bomb about where some of the first big connections are. Because she's now realizing what's wrong with this picture. And thank you so much for the follow. It's a very Square Enix move to put the Vermisians and Clarions through all that, and then the final arc of the game is mostly concerned with where does Monkey come from. Yeah, it's a weird thing. I still like Final Fantasy IX because I think it has some of the most interesting story to give out of the PS1 era Final Fantasies. But yeah, that was a weird thing because you go through the whole arc with Queen of Quinn, you go through the whole arc with Eiko. The biggest and most important arc is the one with Vivi, and then you also start getting into the arc of why Zidane is important. But then once you learn about Zidane, it just all goes straight to why is Zidane important. And it's like,
Right.
but what about everyone else? Like, I kind of am interested in Freya getting absolution for her lover. Like, what are we doing? I'm gonna finish reading this.
The two worst of that is Freya just stops mattering at disc 2. Like everyone else, it lasts at least a bit longer. She just stops. And also, I will never ever forgive that whole team for allowing me to see how awesome Beatrix is and even have her in my party for like 13 seconds.
Hang on. I'm here to interject. I'm talking over it. This is a Beatrix Stan account. Beatrix Stan
I agree
account.
with you. I'm saying the fact that we got her for like 13 seconds,
Yes.
but then you're going to tell me Amarant is a party member?
Yes,
Go to hell.
especially after, speaking of growth of people who are in positions that are not too savory, people who you get to Beatrix part and she starts realizing what the hell is going on with everything, and then you get Beatrix in your party, and I'm just like, the fact that you would put this very obvious lesbian implant into my party for fucking 20 seconds and then let her be a badass for just those 20 seconds and then she just wanders off is disrespectful as hell. It's disrespectful as hell.
Yes.
This is a Beatrix Stan account. I remember I scoured the earth for her source material because I was determined to draw her. I was
She looks
determined to
dope,
draw her.
She acts dope. She plays dope. And Rose of May, I argue, is maybe the most beautiful song in Final Fantasy.
Oh my
it's
God.
in the discussion. Rose of May is gorgeous and thus fitting of being her theme. So why on earth do I have this little redheaded shit in my party?
Oh my God, it was so rude. It was
That's honestly
so
the main
rude.
reason I hate Amarant so
Hang on.
much.
You want to know why? No, that's the main reason I hate motherfucking Steiner. Because we got Steiner when we could have got Beatrix.
Honestly, fine. The point is, she needed to replace someone. I
She did.
frankly don't care who.
Yeah. Anyone.
She's better than everyone else, so
Yes.
I don't care who. Replace Zidane for all I care.
Right. I was like,
you
she
gotta
could be the main
replace
character
someone.
as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, that moment of Beatrix was just like the awakening and being like, oh my God, this is it. It's lit. Anyway, we're going back to this for a second.
Yeah.
Something felt inside me feel like it was being, you felt like you were about to be ignited, correct? No, she's the only one that isn't affected. What? I do not understand. I think this is where Aya starts breaking down
little
stuff
bit, yeah.
for everyone. Yeah, I think I'm a monster like her. What are you saying? I don't know. What if I end up killing you? You know that's not. I don't know. I just don't know anymore. Oh my gosh. Just stay away from me. For what it's worth, this is one of the few times where a breakdown like this I feel like is valid, because everyone else gets around this woman and literally combusts, and she's like, I'm the only one that doesn't. Like, I don't know what to make of that.
Right.
Where do you think you're going? I mean, he's doing what the woman wants, giving her some space. Beatrix and Cannon from Wild Arms 2 were my favorite characters at the time. It's just been a trend from there. Miri Maid, this is also a Femme Monk stan account. So like, if they're a woman and they got hands, instant auto lock. Don't care about nobody else. I want their story and their story only. Tifa, you know what, Eris is cool. Tifa, yes. If you've ever played Eternal Sonata, falsetto, yes. I give an exception to oh god, I always forget his name. SJ's gonna pipe up because he knows who I'm talking about. I always forget his name, but the monk in Yuffie I'm middling on. I found Yuffie to be annoying, but I appreciate her placement as the designated ninja. But I'm Team Monk. Thank you. Regal is the exception that I make. I make an exception for Regal. The long blue-haired pretty boy, who is also a monk. Yes, please. If I want a monk, they better be a femme. And that's it. That's all there is to the conversation. Final Fantasy Tactics, Monk Geomancer's Supremacy.
Oh my
Monk
God.
Geomancer's Supremacy.
I want to hear you say that second part again, real loud, after Monk.
What, Geomancer?
Thank you.
Oh, okay. What did I just walk into?
Because I just replayed. Because, okay, for those of you who don't know, I also do TTRPG stuff. Coming the end of August on my channel, I'm going to be starting on Mondays for a 10-week span, a TTRPG campaign that I've done a story set in Final Fantasy Tactics. Well, prior to Final Fantasy Tactics, during the 50 Years War that precedes the game. Okay? So I went and replayed the game to go over it with people and talk about some themes and things that might come up, so on and so forth. And I mentioned how I love geomancers. And people are like, ew, why? I don't know, because they're fucking dope.
Monk Geomancer Supremacy. Because there's something badass.
Options.
Yeah, because there's just inherently something badass about being able to say, I will punch the fuck out of you. And when they get far away, you're just like, oh, did you think that you were away from me? And then just putting your fingers in the dirt and entangling them and being like, no, you can't escape me.
Ivy
I'm the one that's in charge. It's me, motherfucker. It's me. I'm chasing you. It's me.
But yeah, like...
I'm sorry, I guess you have a problem with MP-free, wait time free distance magic that is almost always guaranteed to hit in a AoE cross shape that also can inflict status effects. My fucking bad.
Yeah, people are weird about
some of the
Geomancer.
best gear options in the game. My bad.
No, people hate on
I guess that's a
Geomancers.
real shit class.
Listen, we just played Sword of Mana where we had to do the entire game with the worst weapon of the game, right, SJ? Also, this might be a perfect stopping point because it is in fact 9:28. I'm gonna go ahead and start my third save. Dancer, ninja, and monks all day. I roll monks and I won't be taking questions at this time. I roll monks and I will not be taking questions at this time.
Oh, Shrent, good reference for Noah from Legend of Legaia.
I have yet to play Legend of Legaia.
It is very good. So here's the thing. I guess technically all three of the characters you get in that game are monks. Like, they're all... The whole combat system is like, you have punches and kicks, and it's all high and low and medium attacks, and you actually like chain them together in a little bar on the bottom.
Now, hang on a second. Because I did play the demo, because demo disc supremacy while we're talking about things.
Yeah.
I remember I played the hell out of the demo disc.
I might have played the exact same. Was it like an official PlayStation Magazine disc?
Hell yeah, it was!
I think we played the same disc.
Oh god, what a fucking wonderful timeline.
Yeah, oh my god, I miss those. Look, I get it.
Right.
It is nice and convenient to be able to download demos, but y'all don't understand what it was like cracking open a new magazine that month and getting that disc.
Or when you saw it in like the store racks.
Or you saw it in the racks
and you saw the disc in the front, you're just like, ooh, I'm finna play this demo disc so motherfucking hard. Let's go. And yeah, all the people in Legend of Legaia have monk capabilities, and I stand. But I never actually played Legend of Legaia. So.
Well, the second character you get is absolutely a femme, and she is adorable.
What do you mean you're not, I don't understand. Josh, I'm the same age as you, almost. Josh, how old are you?
I meant the collective you. I'm 33. I almost forgot. Jesus.
Yeah, that 33 is about when you start forgetting. I actually had that moment like a few years back where I was like, I can't remember how old I am. And I had to look at my like driver's license to be like, okay, so it says 86. Do the number. Okay, this is how old I am. I'm there now. It's not, SJ, that don't count. You barely breaking the 30 barrier. You don't count. You don't
Yeah,
count.
SJ, we've already told you. You have big little brother energy. It's fine.
You're a baby, Anno. Mocha, be nice to the guest. Be nice to
Listen.
the guest.
I'm a baby in age. I am a decrepit old man in spirit. Like, I have that energy.
Astro, same energy. I already do that. Same energy. I'm this many. Yes, I had to think about it. Listen, it's a running joke, but it's kind of serious. Once it hits February, which is like the halfway point to my next birthday, I just move it up to the next birthday. I'm like, I don't have time for this. No, just say I'm this age. Whatever. Sure. That's fine. And now it's 2 weeks away. It's 2 weeks? I will never ever not be excited for my birthday, y'all. It's like my favorite day of the year just because it's like, I made it another year. I'm gonna get cake. I'm so excited. Type of thing. And then the next day I'm like, well, I'm going back to being Henri. Fuck you. Like literally that energy precisely. I do math all the time to figure out my age. I believe it. I remember playing the crap out of Final Fantasy 12 demo disc as a kid. Oh, see, I actually had that one right away. So I've played the vanilla Final Fantasy 12. I'm older than both of you. I'm always surprised, Dark Winds, at how many people I've attracted to the channel who are like around my age and over the 40 barrier, which actually makes me feel warm and fuzzy because it's kind of like the channel appeals to a wide range of people. I've had people who come in. I think the youngest person I've had that really hangs out long term in the community is like 22. But I also have people in the channel that are like 40, 43, 45. I think I actually have maybe 2 people in the community that are over the 50 barrier. And I really am happy about that because we can all kind of just congregate and be like, hey, we're here to just vibe, play some video games, watch Twisted do some clownish stuff, have some fun guesting, all those good things, and then watch me forget to bleep all the time. But like, yeah, we're doing good.
On that one.
Yeah, I was like, see, sometimes I remember it, but I don't remember it often enough. So yeah, but
and listen, I understand like when you say like I'm 33 and like therefore I'm old as hell. Like it can rub people the wrong way. Listen, again, sometimes it's more an energy thing. If you look at me in person, I'm a dad. My oldest is 9. Okay, I have been through some nights. I got like the temples of my head, the hair there is white as fuck. Okay, it's an energy thing. I'm not
really
saying
it's an energy
saying
and
that
how you carry
anyone
yourself.
Older than me is old because there are people older than me who are absolutely younger than me. Good example, Sin.
I was gonna say
And
like
also Twisted.
I was say, am I in this picture? Cause like yeah.
No, Twisted. I get it. You're auntie, but like. You may be older than me, but you're younger than me. Like, I don't mean that as like I look down on you. I mean like energy-wise, you just have more in the tank.
Yeah, and it's like, and a lot of that comes from the fact that like I also am childless. I'm childless. That helps with it a great deal. I do have bad knees. I feel like you have to like start putting your points in where you're gonna age. And so like because I didn't put points in kids, I automatically put points in knees and injuries and didn't realize it. And I'm just like, but why? Why would you do this? Because I think, I don't know, Sid, hang on. I've been streaming for 5 years. So that means I would have started streaming when I was like 30, 31. And that was right around, that's when I tore my left leg ACL. That tracks. That tracks. It's usually 31 to 33 that you have like the next major life event. Because I feel like there's one major one you have to have in your 20s, like first half of 20s, another one the second half of 20s, then your then your first half of the 30s, and then after that it's a fucking just dartboard. You have no idea what's going on beyond that point. The advancement system in real life needs some work. Yeah, it's unintuitive as shit because like I didn't spec in kids. So one life event in my early 20s was tearing my right leg ACL. Then I didn't really have a life event in my second half. And then so my first half of 30s, they're like, girl, fuck you. And they tore my left leg ACL. And I'm like, dude, why? That's so fucked up. What?
But
so I take a penalty for skipping? What kind of D&D shit is this?
Also, if you are under 30, I promise you the following statement is true. I don't care what shape you are in while you are 29. When you turn 30, you got about a week. and then all of a sudden you're gonna notice some shit has shifted.
Listen, okay, hang on. I can piggyback this for a second.
Like, holy shit, I slept wrong, and you are done for the next 3 days.
Hang on, I can piggyback this for a second. So, and then I'm gonna get ready to shut down stream because we actually end at 9:30. But I'm just talking shit because this is the weekend. I can kind of bullshit a little bit and hang out with chat. But like, I can piggyback this for a second. So I've been taking Taekwondo classes since I was 23 years old. And I am actually a 2nd degree black belt. I'm rusty as fuck,
they're
dude.
actually dope as fuck. Just so you all understand.
And I am a 2nd degree black belt, and I haven't been able to practice because COVID life, and I'm too afraid of people because I'm just like, nope, fuck you, I don't trust you. And the thing with this is, it was when I was at year 7 of Taekwondo that Taekwondo started to hit just a little bit different. Because I was like, damn, I feel like I'm tired out of nowhere. I wake up some days, I'm like, fuck, why my booty hurt? Like, what happened? It's like, what did you do? I didn't do anything. I slept. I slept. What the hell is wrong? I
slept especially hard.
Yeah, and like, I used to be able to go to the gym like 3 times a week and then go to Taekwondo 2 times a week. And then all of a sudden, if I did leg day before Taekwondo, that was a death sentence. I was screwed beyond comprehension. I couldn't do Taekwondo. My buddy would make fun of me. He's like, why are your kicks so low today? I was like, dog, my legs hurt so bad. I feel like they're fucking made of cement. What is happening? What is going on? He's like, your legs are made of cement. I was like, they hurt so much. And he would just laugh because he's older than me too. Because for context, for people who don't know, in a couple weeks, I actually officially turned 36. And he's like, I want to say he's 40. He's 40. And he's just like, oh my God, the days that I catch you aging are the best because it reminds me that you're old. And I'm like, oh my God, literally you. Why? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? He's like, because it's true. And I'm like, don't make fun of me. My legs hurt. And he's like, hey, you should try to go ahead and kick this target. And he puts it especially high. And I'm like, you're a dick. You're actually a dick. You're the reason I'm gonna have a cane. It's this.
My first job out of high school, like my first non-family job out of high school, I worked at a local grocery. I'm actually a fully trained butcher. I worked at a local IGA. Yeah, for real. I worked at a local IGA grocery. And while I mostly worked in the butcher shop, eventually they had me doing pretty much everything. And it was like a smaller, like mom and pop kind of grocery shop, to be clear, not like a Ralph's or something like that, if you've got those. But the thing about it is, I also, for pretty much the entire 4.5 years I was there, was the only person who consistently worked every single truck that came in Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay?
Also, if you want to just hang out for a little bit, I think you're good to put on the camera since I'm not playing a game anymore.
Oh, okay, cool.
And let me see what we got here.
Hi. So you only want to work every single truck. And again, I work at a butcher shop in this scenario. So I'm like literally hurling 100 to 120 pound boxes with sides of beef onto shelves that are my head height or even above my head. And I'm fine. I'm good. I'm gravy. I turned 30 and literally one day threw my back out, and someone asked how, and I had to give them the genuine answer. I turned the wrong way.
Yeah.
Not turned holding something heavy. I did this. And my body just went, but why?
Yeah.
But why did you do that? For what reason did you do this action? You must now be punished.
It's actual suffering. Like, quite literally. There's so many moments where, like, if you sleep just the wrong way, it's like, cool, my neck is just broken, I guess. And it's like, you're not turning your head. And I'm like, I'm not turning my head because it hurts like fuck. Please, Amy. Hang on, I do have to step in for a second. Shrint, so there's a question about a term that you use and why it is ableist. It is a term that was coined by a lot of medical professionals in the early 1900s as something that was very, very ableist, specifically to define and or categorize people who otherwise in modern day terms would be classified as mentally ill or disabled. And so that's why we try to avoid using ableism in the channel, because there's a lot of terms that are used and actually firmly ingrained in our society that are ableist that we as a community are trying to weed out. So it's not to say that we think that you did it on purpose or that it's something terrible, but just kind of like a casual and friendly thing to just point out that, hey, it's ableist and we don't want to say that. That's all it is. That's pretty much all it is in a nutshell. I'm purposely taking a breath so that captions can catch up. And that's really all that's being pointed out. That's all that's being pointed out and that's it. And it's not to say that anyone's saying that your pain is like invalid, but that there's more specifically appropriate terms to use for that. So like the pain is out of control, or the pain is wild, or the pain is outrageous, because as someone else who has 2 busted knees and is also a perfect candidate, a literal perfect candidate for a knee replacement, pain is an understatement. Like, I am team Rice Crisp knees all day long. If I squat,
Rice Crisp knees.
Literally Rice Crisp knees. Like, if I squat and I stand back up, it's like a crumpled fucking bag. It's awful. And people are like, oh, it can't be that bad. And I literally squat down and I stand up and they're like, oh, that's awful. And I was like, you thought I was joking? Like, and I'm fortunate that it doesn't hurt to do that, but it is definitely something that I can literally feel. The amount of muscle mass required to lift my body back up is absolutely wild. It's so bad. Also, while people
I will
are
say Ace Overton hit it so good. You know what? Explaining how I hurt myself is often worse than the hurt.
oh my god,
Like, how did you hurt yourself? You know, just did something wrong. It's a lot
stood
easier
up
to say,
wrong.
how did you hurt yourself? I reached down for a bottle of ketchup.
I haven't
It
had
wasn't
that
even an
one.
especially big bottle of ketchup.
Right? Oh,
Just
it's-
a regular old bottle of ketchup. It was like half empty.
yeah,
Don't matter.
yeah. It's so ugly. How'd you hurt yourself? I have no idea. I just woke up like this. I have so many cases that are like that. Or where it's like, how you hurt yourself? Well, I got out of my card weird.
No.
How do you do that?
Earlier this year, I broke my foot. How? I tripped. That's literally. Now you can get into the details of. I had a backpack like air blower on, leaf blower, and the way I tripped, I crumpled on myself. Sure, we can get into those details. How did you break your foot? I tripped.
Also, really fast before we end the stream, right quick, I'm just very curious about this. Hey, viewers of chat. Has the stream slowed down at all since I've turned on Honorian's camera? I have to know for the science. I have to know. Because I
can actually answer that because I have the stream up to be able to catch chat, and it has not. It's just being racist about the combo of me, you, and the game.
But it's not even that. It's Discord specifically. Because it's not... This is why I was trying to tell people before, like, I don't need help diagnosing. Because if we would have reduced it to just the video feed, I was like, I don't think that's right. I think that's too broad. Because we're still doing a video feed. You want to know what the only difference is, though?
I'm not on a call.
You're not on a call.
Yeah.
That's literally the only difference.
Beautiful.
The way I'm about to yeet myself out this fucking window. I want to scream.
Right.
But that being said, let's get the hell out of here. It's late. A lot of the East Coasters are probably ready to go to bed, if not falling asleep at the computer, which valid. It's Discord. Oh, I know it's Discord. But I knew that it wasn't as simple as, oh, it's your video feed. I was like, nah, it's going to be something real goofy. Because I think the resource allocation for being in the same Discord versus in a call is different. And it's like, my burning question to that, though, is why? Why is that a different resource allocation to have a private call versus a call in a private channel? Shut the hell up. Oh my god, Mocha, please. All right, let's get out of here. If we could get some freaking commercials, please and thank you. We're going to find somebody to go hang out with. I do want to say thank you again to everybody who hung out through the absolute disaster that was the starter stream. We did it though. We got the first day done. And I think we're going to take way less time on this because we're already on day 3. And the way that this game tracks is through, she tells you at the very beginning, this is a story across a week. We are technically starting day 3 next stream.
Yes.
So we might be finished with this way early. I think there's a strong chance of it because I have blocked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 streams. There's no way in the world.
Oh no.
There's no way
before that.
There's no way in the world. So when we get to that point, we'll figure out what we want to do next, kind of like we did with today, because we finished Sword of Mana a stream early. Sword of Mana a stream early. So now we're starting Parasite Eve, and I think at the rate we're going, we might only have, I'm gonna speak it in. I think we got 2 more streams of this.
Probably about there. That was going to be my guess.
If the stream is just a talking stream, we can make a 6 stream. Oh no, see, putting my ass on just chatting would be so violent because the number of people I would bop. Hey, are you a titty streamer? Get the hell out of my... You shut the f*** up. No. What do you mean by that? Go away. Shoo. You smell bad. I don't want none of this.
I mean, they exist, so, you know.
The way that my age exponentially increases every time a comment like that is even made. Alright, I'm trying to find somebody to go hang out with. I'm trying to see who I want to hang out with. And yes, thank you so much for reminding everybody to go follow this man that's underneath me now that we have you on camera and we know that works that way because of course it does.
Yeah, it's fine. It'll be fine.
I almost wanted to try it in the middle of the stream and I was like, nah, because if it doesn't work, I'm just going to get pissed off.
I would have agreed. I agree with you. I wouldn't have tried it either. Now we know what's going on. We know what to do next time. We good.
And Shrint, this is specifically Near Replicant, which is a great game. Great game. Someone, I think it was Biotic Nova, was talking about how she doesn't want to play any of these games because she was like, well, but I have to beat the game like 10 times to get the endings. And I was like, okay, to be fair though, you don't. Ooh, that's not gonna work. I thought I found a target, but they've been going for like 7 hours already, so jokes were being made. There is no exclamation point mitochondria. I am going to throw you in the garbage. Yet. Oh my god. Don't encourage them.
I'm just
ugly energy. Can't even believe you would do this.
Hey y'all.
I guess the next question is, what do we feel like watching? Because we have K-Dub. Quiddy just got Ambassador too. But I'll keep it buck. I like Quiddy, but his chat can be a little chaotic. Oh no, let's go to Cypherin. Let's post up with Cypherin, doing some of those heckin' dang speed runs. And he's doing some Super Castlevania.
Ooh, good stuff.
Yeah, he's doing some Super Castlevania. I think that's a good target. Thanks for asking stream. For the asking stream, this is a delight and good to end the week. I'm just glad that we got it to work because I was like actually upsetty for a hot second.
Pretty upset in the back end. I was trying to keep it calm.
Lord, because but just so we all are aware of how bad it is even still, I'm glad to hear that OBS has been immaculate this entire time. I still don't know what my kilobit rate is.
I will figure it out.
I don't even care to figure it out. It just never came up. Like, it's just not reading for me. I should take a screen cap of it. Am I streaming tomorrow? Yes, I am. Thank you so much for reminding me. We're streaming tomorrow starting at... 6 p.m. Mountain? I have to check with the boys. Because it's unnecessarily black streams. So it's me.
Okay. I was sitting here like, I thought we weren't streaming.
No. It's me.
I remember. Yeah, I get right.
It's me, J-Rock, and Okadrian. We're streaming together.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah. And Adrian going to pretend he doesn't want to play Risk of Rain with us. And that's a lie. So we're going to be back on tomorrow evening to play with J-Rock and Okadrian. And we'll figure out what we're playing most likely. But make sure you stop by then. And then we'll be back to Parasite Eve on Tuesday. Tuesday? Yes, on Tuesday at 5 p.m. Mountain. Yes. We're going to go hang out with Cypherin. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. It's appreciated. And have a good rest of your night. Bye.
Bye, y'all.
We'll have to burp. I have to burp really bad.